Alrighty, yo, mic check. One, two, three. Can y'all hear me? I know that y'all can't see me yet, but I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me. All right, let me know down below in the live chat what is going on, everybody. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Testing one, two, three. How does the audio sound? Give me a thumbs up if it sounds good. And if it doesn't sound so good, give me a thumbs down. How are we doing? We hear you, JJ. Okay, I like the sound of that. I actually love the sound of that. All right, so now obviously we're going to get rid of this little guy here. We're going to get rid of this guy. And poof, there we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome on into 76ers Game Day Live here on Philly Take with RB. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. That's my name of my channel. Let me 1 second. I have to make sure. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. Obviously, got to put the title up there. That's what I got to do. And we did it. You know what? And it's absolutely awesome. So I'm not RB, okay? If you are new to Philly Take with RB's channel, please make sure that you guys hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Philly Take with RB is definitely your place that you want to be for all Sixers news and for all the 76ers action. Okay, this guy is absolutely incredible with what he does out there. And of course, I want to make sure that I obviously thank my boy Philly Take with RB. He is the absolute GOAT. Drop a GOAT in the chat for Philly Take with RB, man. Philly Take with RB deserves that GOAT status. He really, really does. He is so awesome. But yeah, so just a little bit about me really quickly before we dive in and of course talk about the meat and the potatoes of this thing, which is of course the Philadelphia 76ers. I do a little bit more of like I do a little bit more of like a radio play-by-play style. I actually do Phillies games on my channel. I do the Phillies, I do some Sixers, and of course I do the Eagles as well. But I do like a more so like an old school radio play-by-play style on my channel. But I love interacting with chat, of course, with Sixers Nation, and we're gonna definitely be doing that a lot tonight. We might even play the bell like 25 times, and even the free throw chime and even the free throw chime and all that sort of stuff. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of fun. And hopefully by the end, we get to play the 76er song. How's that sound, chat? Let's go! Yeah, okay. Sorry, I had to bring a little bit of a fire to the chat. Obviously, I want to make sure that I say hello to everybody in the chat right now. What is up, Clint? Clint is here? Yes. All right. Clint is here. What's going on? Pure Philly Pain Never Stops is also here. What's going on, man? Shout out to you. He says, what's going on, JJ? What is going on, my friend? Got a little bit of the air horn tonight, too. And again, make sure if you guys cannot hear me or if we're having some audio technical difficulties, I apologize. I can only do the best that I can. This is not my usual setup, but hopefully everything does go smooth sailing for tonight's game. So yes, I want to make sure that I say hello to everybody down below. JB Warnock is over on here as well. I can hear, but I can't see you, says Dom. Well, now I'm a little bit behind. Okay. Now I'm catching up. There's Williams in the chat. Yes, sir. There we go, baby. All righty. And obviously, look, all supers, of course, do go on over to the top. Sorry about that. I'm stumbling and I'm fumbling on my words. I'm not doing as good so far. All right. So let's talk about the 76ers. Okay, because to me, we're almost near the halfway point, which is just really wild when you actually think about it, okay? The 76ers right now have played in 35 games. And I want to just get from you guys, okay? I want to get letter grades up to this point of the season. If you were to give the 76ers a report card today, what would their letter grade be? I would say, personally, that I'm going to go with a B. And I think that a solid B is probably what I would go with because I feel like that there's still more room left to be improved upon. And we don't know with everything that's going to happen throughout the rest of the season. Health is obviously a big concern. But with what we've seen so far, I think that a B is a very fair performance. So drop those letter grades down below. I'm seeing so far B minus, B minus, B plus. I see another B minus in the chat as well. Yes, Busy Bee says B. Busy Bee with the B. That's sick. I love that. I love that very, very much. That's cool. But yeah, I would go with a B. Look, Tyrese Maxey has obviously had such an incredible season. He has been certainly an MVP candidate, and there is definitely no debate about that. I mean, you're living under a rock if you don't think that Tyrese Maxey is a top 5 player in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? This guy is third in the league in scoring. He's also in the top 10 in assists per game. This guy, just think about it like this. I don't know if RB has necessarily mentioned this, but think about all the lineups, all the different types of lineups that Tyrese Maxey has had to deal with this year. And not only how many different lineups he's had to deal with this year, but also just the amount of minutes that this guy is playing under Nick Nurse. It's really incredible how much of a leap this guy has taken in his game this year. And when you think about all the different lineup combos, and you think about just the players that are playing out there, not knowing who is available on a given night, the Philadelphia 76ers, I mean, I think that this goes without saying, but they are just nowhere near where they are right now if it were not for Tyrese Maxey. And then the other thing that we don't get to talk about, and B Blazin just brought it up right here, is his defense. Okay, the one thing, if you're watching these games, this guy out in transition has just been able to utilize his speed and sort of like, he looks like he's a safety out there. Because the way that he's just able to read where the pass is going to, he's able to just get right on in front of it and just beat everybody right to the punch. And that has really elevated his game too. And he's gotten, as an on-ball defensive player too, he's also gotten a lot better in that category. So when I look at Tyrese Maxey this year, I do consider him to be an MVP candidate, but I just want people to actually sort of take into a perspective how much Tyrese Maxey has grown. We talk about his rookie year, where he's playing under Doc Rivers, and we think about, he was drafted as the 21st overall pick. If it weren't for COVID that year, there would have been a March Madness tournament. And this guy in college shot less than 30% from three. He then comes to the NBA. Okay, he has a really cool floater. He's taking open threes, and he's making them at a pretty good rate, but he's coming off the bench. And now you see where he is in his career as the number one option. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. And you know what? I absolutely love it. And with the way that Tyrese Maxey has been playing, I just have to tip my cap every single game. Now it's just expected that this guy's going to put up at least 30 points a game. And it's not really a shock to anybody anymore. It really isn't. So, folks, if you were just tuning on in for the very first time, I'm not Philly Tick with RB. I don't sound like RB. I'm not RB. I don't even look like RB. And you know what? My guy RB is absolutely awesome. He is. But my name is JJ. My actual name is Jason. But I have a YouTube channel called Play by Play with JJ where I go live for almost as many Sixers games as I can, but I do the Phillies and I do the Eagles on that channel too. And I do more so of like an old school radio play-by-play style on my channel. So, look, I know that not everybody's gonna like me, but if you do want to subscribe to my channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. The mods are here in the chat. You guys are more than welcome to comment down below. You guys are more than welcome to post that in the chat, the channel in the chat. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here, but yeah, should be a fun one tonight. Let's talk about let's talk about final score predictions. Let's get into final score predictions for this game. How many points do we think that the 76ers are going to put up tonight? And how many points do we think that they're going to allow? My final score prediction that I'm going to go with for tonight's game is I'm going to go 127 to 105. And, of course, I'm going to take the 76ers in this game. 127-105 is my final score prediction. What is yours? And, of course, we'll read some more of those right now. Loud World is here. What's going on, man? How you doing, bro? B. Wilkes is also here. Yes, sir. Drop the W's in the chat for chat, man. You guys are absolutely awesome. There we go. Dom is also here. Big shout out to Dom. One of the best mods. I mean, y'all, all the mods on here are absolutely awesome, man. Busy Bee says, I'm hoping that we don't get blown out tonight by 41 again. Yeah, this is the type of game, right, where Anthony Black, I mean, you just do not want to see another Anthony Black type of a game. Anthony Black he went off against us the very last time that we played against him. And the 76ers just cannot leave him wide open. They have to try to put bodies on him. The one thing that I critiqued about the 76ers when they played against the Denver Nuggets is how many times did they leave guys like Najee Marshall wide open for a three, especially at the end. Yes, did they go to the small ball lineup and it didn't work out? Yes. And you look at Nick Nurse coaching in that sort of a style, and the small guard lines really haven't helped. But also just from a defensive schematic standpoint, the 76ers plenty of times this year, as great of a season as I think that they've had, I think that they have played pretty well this year, and they've been fun to watch. There have been so many times, time again, where the 76ers leave a guy that's wide open for three. Jalen Pickett the other night absolutely went off and crushed against us. He crushed us. Sixers tonight are going to have to do a really good job at closing out on the shooters of Orlando. And by the way, okay, I don't know if you guys saw the injury report, but Paolo Banchero is playing. Franz Wagner is out tonight. He's out with an ankle injury, so is Moritz Wagner. And Jalen Suggs is out too, and so is Tristan Da Silva. So the 76ers should, in my opinion, win by 20 points. Let's read some final score predictions. Okay, so we have 108-105, 50 tons of gold, has that 76ers emote. Let's go. That's awesome. Yes, sir. Maxey's going to have 37 points tonight, says Dom. I hope that Tyrese Maxey just has himself a really nice, solid game tonight for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the other thing, too, that we haven't really necessarily talked about, and I wanted to transition a little bit into this. I know I'm a little bit all over the place today, but I did want to talk a little bit about VJ Edgecombe. This guy is incredible. I did not even expect VJ Edgecombe to be this good even as a rookie. I'm happy that they took him over Ace Bailey. I'm happy that they took him over Khan. I think that this guy is the real deal. And with the defense that he plays in the fourth quarter and the clutch shots and the confidence that this guy has, that's not what a typical rookie does. This guy is a leader already. And for him to be in a system where Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey are getting max money, and for VJ to just make the impact that he's making, and for Nick Nurse to even allow him to play the amount of minutes that he's playing, that would have never happened under Doc Rivers. Never. Would have never happened under Doc Rivers. And it's a lot of fun watching him out there. Right now, he's definitely up there, in my opinion, for Rookie of the Year. I think that that's without a debate. But let me know what you guys think about VJ Edgecombe. How do you guys feel about VJ Edgecombe this year? They just put up a graphic over on NBC Sports Philadelphia, and they just said that Maxey, George, and Embiid over the last 4 games have played 83 minutes. Their offensive rating is at 127.5, and their three-point percentage is at 41%. Now, that, to me, is really awesome. We figured that Joel Embiid, if he was going to be in this sort of a system where he doesn't have to be the number one guy anymore, and he doesn't necessarily have to be explosive and go on over to the basket and dunk the basketball, but we just wanted Joel Embiid to be able to take a little bit of pressure off of Tyrese Maxey, but also just develop that two-man game where Joel can go off if he necessarily needs to in order to help out Maxey, but also, you're sort of passing the torch on. And I feel like that the ball movement has been a lot more crisp as of lately. And you're also seeing guys just take a lot of open shots. And I'm really happy with how the play from an offensive schematic standpoint has worked out. Some of the time, you want to try to clean up things. Joel Embiid had way too many turnovers in that Denver game at the very end, and he's just going to have to get better with that. But overall, I would say, offensively speaking, they've been playing really, really well. What else do we got in the chat? B Blazing says, I don't know the outcome, but I can't be close. We have to win this by double digits. I hope that we come away with it, man. I really do. And I definitely think that we can absolutely destroy the Orlando Magic tonight. And look, Paolo Banchero for the Orlando Magic has had himself just a terrific season. He really has. He had a game winner last night or 2 nights ago against the Brooklyn Nets where he was just able to hit a buzzer-beating 3. That was unbelievable. This guy just has a lot of confidence, and when he's healthy, he's really good. I mean, and you look at the rest of this team, right? Even though they're without Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner, and of course they're missing Tristan da Silva, they still have Anthony Black. They still have Desmond Bane, who is just a very good shooter, and he's had himself a pretty good year, and I like the chemistry that they've been able to develop together. And I just think that Jamal Mosley has just done a really good job developing the chemistry with this Orlando team. But the Sixers tonight are going to have to play really hard against them, and they cannot take their foot off the gas pedal. It's really like one of my big keys. How did the 76ers stand strong against this Orlando team? They can't take their foot off the gas pedal. They have to box out. They got to come out firing out of the gates, making a statement, and then Orlando may have a run, but the Sixers have got to get that momentum back. And that's really where I stand. It's 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time. You're not RB. Nope, I'm not RB. My name is JJ. I'm not RB. I'm filling in for RB tonight. But I do hope that you guys enjoy, and I hope that you guys do like it. It's a little bit of a different style, but that's okay. Different is not bad. It's not always bad. RB is out tonight. Robert, what's up, Robert? How you doing, my friend? He says 123 to 89. 89. VJ scores 34 points with 5 nasty dunks. He puts the nasty in. I like how you did that. 5 nasty dunks. Oh, that sounds good. I'll take that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You're all MVPs. Drop those MVPs in the chat, man. Yes, sir. All right, so let's share our screen. Okay, let's try to get the scoreboard up here. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see. And once I get it up there, it takes me a little bit of time. Where is it? I believe that it is this one. Yes. Let me know if you guys can see this, or if you want me to zoom in. I can actually zoom in on here and try to make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Yes, nice. Okay, I think that works out really, really well. So yeah, that is where I stand on things in regards to how the 76ers need to attack tonight's basketball game. We'll talk about the starting lineups right now. So for the Philadelphia 76ers, they got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Paul George, Dominic Barlow, and Joel Embiid as their starting 5. And for the Orlando Magic, their lineup tonight, they got Anthony Black, Desmond Bane, Noah Penda, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. I think that Joel Embiid is going to go off tonight against Wendell. Every time that Joel just faces up against him, I mean, he just He really does own that matchup. And even with him not uh, being at the same physical capabilities that he was even a couple of years ago, I still think that with the amount of pressure that he provides and just the offensive skill set that he has, it's going to be really tough for Wendell Carter Jr. to stop Joel Embiid in his tracks. But that's just how I feel. Point spread on tonight's game. It's the 76ers are favored at 1.5. That is the line. But the spread, is at 3.5. But the 76ers are, of course, favored to win this game. The money line is at -155. Orlando is technically the underdog. They're 12-5 at home, but they are at a +130. Yes. Oh man, Banchero did hit that game winner. Yeah, he did. Paolo Banchero is pretty good. I would say that he's a pretty good basketball player. I do. All right. So again, no Jalen Suggs tonight, no Franz Wagner, no Tristan Da Silva, and no Moritz Wagner. So again, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Philly Take with RB, filling in for my guy RB tonight, the absolute GOAT. Drop a GOAT in the chat for Philly Take with RB, folks. He is the MVP, man. Have a lot of mad love and a lot of mad respect for my brother. Yes, sir. All right. But yes. Bane and Black too. We can't let those guys beat us. Let somebody else by Orlando beat us too. Yes. Oh man. JJ doing sexy. We love RB, but JJ sexy too. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. You guys are too kind. All right. I'm just ready for this game to get started. All right. Here we go. They're just announcing the starting lineups for tonight's game. Again, we do more of like an old school, like radio play-by-play style. We got 149 people in the chat. Shout out to the chat. You guys are absolutely awesome. Just remember to just sit back, relax, drop those emotes down below, and just have a good time on here, man. This is all for fun. Hopefully the 76ers do, of course, get a win. Sixers playing at the Kia Center. That's the home of the Orlando Magic. And you see Kyle Lowry giving Jerry McKeon a little hug over on the sideline. And Sixers will be in their white and blue uniforms. All right. And there's Tyrese Maxey, of course, too. Has his little goatee. It's awesome. And VJ Edgecombe wearing his white headband as usual. All right, so again, the line for the Sixers. It's Maxey, Edgecombe, George, Barlow, and Embiid out there for the 76ers. And then it's Anthony Black, Desmond Bane, Noah Penda, and, of course, you got Paolo Banchero and Wendell Carter Jr. So here's the opening tip-off, and that's going to belong to Orlando as they will be going from left to right. 76ers have got to play good defense tonight and do well out in the transition game. And, well, they start off on the wrong foot as there's a wide-open dunk that's made down below in the post. That was Wendell Carter Jr. off the assist by Paolo Banchero. Do not want to see a lot of those types of wide-open shots. All right, what else do we got going on in the chat? Oh, boy. All right, so George passes it to Embiid, and Embiid takes a three on the near wing, and that was not even close. It hit off the back of the rim, and it was rebounded by Desmond Bane. Got to take better shots. Banchero with a step-back foul line, Jay. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Bane wide open for three on the second time. The second try, that is, and he could not cash it on in. Sixers dodge a bullet there. They give up another wide-open three to Desmond Bane, but they'll take it. Here's George down low on the block, going up against a defender. That's Desmond Bane, and we have a foul called. And that's going to go against Orlando. Hi, I'm new. Are you really new, or are you AJ, says Busy Bee? Love the chat, man. Love it when chat goes off. All right, so we have a technical foul called, and that's on Jamal Mosley, right? Did Jamal Mosley just get teed up? Tyrese Maxey just shot a free throw. Mosley, of course, in his 5th season with the Magic. And we will have the 76ers inbound the basketball here. All right, so 10:50 left to go in the first quarter. Here's a floater inside. That's no good by Philadelphia. And the rebound goes to Banchero, who drives it down the lane. The Euro step towards the basket, can't make it. But on the follow-through is Noah Penda, and he dunks it on in. So again, the Sixers not able to box out. Orlando has some size, and the Sixers just not attacking over on that side. 4-1 is the score. Again, we'll get you confirmation on who got the technical foul there. Maxey just tried to go up with a layup inside with the left hand, and that was no good. And here comes Desmond Bane out in transition. Gives it outside. They didn't miss the wide open three, but they missed an opportunity to take a three. And by the way, the technical was on Paolo Banchero before. That's how Maxey shot the free throw. It was a defensive 3-second violation. Here's Orlando again, capitalizing on another opportunity. Desmond Bane just grabbed his own offensive rebound after missing a layup. Again, no one could just take him out of the equation. And he just makes a little putback, and the Sixers are down 6-1, and Nick Nurse calls a timeout already. What are they doing? They're just not being able to put up any sort of fight against this Orlando team to start things off out of the gates. I mean, they got to do a better job. We got 200 people in the chat, man. Let's go. Yes, sir. My name is Jason Joseph, and we're filling in for Philly Take with RB tonight. So it might look a little bit different, might sound a little bit different, but you know what? We're doing our boy a solid, and of course, we love Philly Take with RB. That's my guy. Shout out to him. Man, what happened to RB? RB is off tonight. He has another commitment that he has to take care of. Everything's all good, but he could not join tonight. So that's where Philly Take with RB is. He's not here. I could take a message though. Here's a question for you, chat. Here's a question for you. If the 76ers were to go for somebody at the trade deadline, who would you want them to get? Not who would you want them to trade. Who would you want the Philadelphia 76ers to get at the trade deadline as of today? January 9th, 2026. Just want to throw that out there. Throw out names, man. JJ the Boss filling in. He's doing pretty good. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. We got a $2 super chat from Dom. Everyone hit that like button, he says. Let's go. Yes, sir. All supers, of course, do go to the top. My guy, Dom, with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. There's Lou in the chat. What's up, Lou? Appreciate you, man. All right, so the Sixers are back, or are ready to get back in action. Orlando already has 6 points, and the Philadelphia 76ers have got to do a better job. There we go. And I'm so sorry. I just realized that that the score, or that the box score, was not up there. I got it up right now. If it's a little bit ahead of me, there's not much that I can do. Obviously, would have to be at the game in person in order for me to be ahead of the scoreboard. Or would just have to hire somebody, but I just don't have the funds to do that right now. Oh, boy. All right, so Orlando leads at 6-1. Paul George and Joel Embiid and the rest of the team really just has not done a good job so far. That really just goes without saying. What was that, JJ? All right, VJ Edgecombe gets it for the 76ers, and we'll see what Nick Nurse dialed up out of this time out here. Sixers going from right to left. Maxey gives it up over to Paul George on the near side. George driving down towards the baseline. Got it knocked loose by Desmond Bane. The ball did go out of bounds. And we have, it'll still be Sixers ball. Last touch by Desmond Bane and the Magic. Nice. So a stoppage in play with 9:44 to go. We got 219 people tuning on in. And actually, excuse me, Paul George, they actually called a shooting foul on Desmond Bane. And George is going to go to the line. I didn't really see much contact there. But nonetheless, George is at the line. He's a pretty good foul shooter. First free throw, cashes it on in. And the Sixers are down by 4. J-Mac. Foul shot number 2. That one goes down the drain, and the Sixers are down by 3. That's now 19,000 points for Paul George. He's now 67th on the all-time scoring list. So good for him, man. 6-3 Orlando. And with 9:30 left to go in the first quarter, here is Banchero again, taking it over towards the cup, putting up a 2, and that one is good. Sixers just not able to get a good stop on him at all whatsoever. Embiid rolling down over towards the basket, gives it back over to Maxey, and now Embiid gets it over on the low block. He puts up a 2 and can't get that one to fall. Come on, Joel. But Barlow on the offensive rebound puts it down with 2 hands, and it's now an 8-5 game. Less than 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. All righty, here we go. Here's a drive inside by Orlando. Sixers do get back on defense. Good stop by Edgecombe. And Edgecombe just can't really do much there. There's a 2 that's up and good to now make it 10-5 Orlando with 8:35 left to go in the first quarter. Edgecombe, again, taking it over towards the left side of the wing, and he fakes the pass to Embiid, and he puts it up and puts it in for the Sixers. Let's drop those VJ emotes down below. 10-7, 8:20 left to go in the first quarter. A runner by Orlando, that's no good. Sixers certainly have some momentum here. Edgecombe down low to Barlow, and Barlow is able to lay it up and in. And now it's a 1-point game. The 76ers down 10-9 with 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Let's go. All right, I'll take Murphy. Also, by the way, thank you so much for the gifted membership, Blazin, over to Arctixa. Man, that's so awesome. Shout out to you, man. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and Embiid is ready to go on over to the line. He just got fouled with 7:45 left to play. Mike is here. What's up, Mike? He says, feel like that we got to keep Barlow. Running out of games, though. I feel you, man. I like what Dominic Barlow has provided with us for us this year, and the fact that he has just been awesome. You know, he's been the type of guy that's sort of like the plug-in piece, if you will, to Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. He's a good rebounder. This is why the Sixers wanted, I think, Lauri Markkanen years ago, because this is what they expected. Something like this. Except Lauri's a better shooter, of course. But I'm saying that the style of the game, you know, you want a good rebounder next to him. 10-10 is the score. 7:45 left to go in the first quarter. Embiid made the first free throw, and the second one, that is good too. And the 76ers are up by 1. 11-10. Sixers on a nice little run here. Barlow with 4 points. Embiid with 2. Embiid just got a steal. Behind the back bounce pass over to Edgecombe. And then the ball almost got turned over. Embiid got it back. Gives it back to Edgecombe. And one more to George for a 3. And that's just a little bit off the iron. Barlow did try to volleyball tip the rebound, but it went into a Magic player's hands. Sixers again to come away with a steal as Paul George plays excellent defense on Wendell Carter Jr. And now Embiid's taking up the rock. 7:10 remaining in the first quarter. A handoff to George, who drives it down to the baseline. Kicks it out to Edgecombe. A catch-and-shoot 3. And that's just a little bit too strong. And Orlando, again, able to come up big off the glass. So they've done a pretty good job out rebounding the Sixers so far. Bain draws a defender off skates. That's VJ Edgecombe. And again, grabs his own rebound off of the missed floater and then just puts it back up and in. And Orlando and Philadelphia riding that seesaw. 12-11. Embiid catching, putting up a 3. In and out it goes. Come on, Joel. Just missed that 3-point shot. It was a nice pass by Maxey, but I tell you, Embiid's been taking a lot of threes this year, and he's not been making a ton of them. Bain on the little pick and roll to Banchero, and that certainly works. And Orlando is back up by 3. Dart. Come on. They got to get a stop here. They cannot fall asleep at the wheel. Maxey with a tough contested 3 from the pond. That was from 26 feet, and he could not knock it down. Orlando again on the drive to the other side, and Embiid tries to go up with the block, but I think that they're going to call goaltending as Noah Penda is credited for making the layup. Penda again on the fast break going up against Joel Embiid, and they're going to say that Embiid did jump above the rim. And so we have a goaltending called. We also have a shooting foul called on VJ Edgecombe at the same time. So it's going to be an and one opportunity. And the free throw is good to make it 17-11. Orlando responds to Philadelphia's run. They're on a 7-0 run. Sixers just cannot stop the bleeding, and they got to snap out of it. George on the drive to the baseline, takes it up with the left hand, puts it up, can't put it in. Good contest there by Orlando again. Banchero on the other side gives it over to Bataze, and we have a shot that goes up, but the ball does go out of bounds. It looked like it was last touched by the 76ers. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. They actually credited Wendell Carter Jr. on that Paul George layup for getting a block there. Quentin Grimes will step on in for the 76ers. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left to go. Is trivia still happening after the first quarter? We could do a little bit of trivia. We could do some trivia. I'm not mad about that. 5:45 left to go in the first quarter. And Maxey comes away with a steal, sticking his hand in the cookie jar, gives it up over to Barlow. Barlow rewarding Maxey for a three. He had the look, could not cash it in, though. And Barlow again tips it into Banchero's hands. He tries to put up a three out in transition. He just airballed it. It hit nothing but net. It was not a swish, though. It goes out of bounds, and the Sixers will have possession once again. Sixers have been a little bit cold as of lately, and they have not made a bucket in quite some time. So they just have got to be better. All right, 5:21 left to go in the first quarter. Maxey again wide open for three. Can't get it that time. Andre Drummond just did step in for the Sixers. He puts it up and somehow gets it in. Well, it's like that he had a foul on him, but they didn't call it, and they're just going to play on. But the Sixers are down by 4. Drum. All right, less than 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Wonder what the dog's name is. Oh, yeah, I got a dog. Her name is Reese, dude. She's so sweet. Drummond just got a little block off the shot by Carter, but then he got it back and then just laid it up and in. So, again, Orlando just getting a lot of points in the paint, and they're just out-rebounding the Sixers, too. Maxey off the window, didn't angle it well at all whatsoever, missed a 9-foot runner, and Banchero got the rebound, and then Barlow just fouled him, sort of tripped him up a little bit out at the top of the key, and the clock stops for 4:29. There's those fires. Aries is in the chat. What's up, Aries? All right, we suck, man. Not playing any defense. Nope, they got to play better. I mean, I feel like a broken record for saying that right now. Kelly Oubre is going to step on in for the 76ers as he comes on in off the bench, and Dominic Barlow is going to sit down. Only 13 points in just the first 7.5 minutes so far. Not the starts. Also, Maxey is 0 for 5 shooting-wise in this game. So here comes Richardson. This is Jace Richardson, son of Jason Richardson. And the floater that he puts up is no good, but Orlando is going to still keep possession of the ball. And they're going to get a fresh 14 seconds as it goes out of bounds because of the foul on VJ Edgecombe. Bonge is also here. He says, "What's up? Re-injured my leg. That's great. How's everyone doing?" Well, that doesn't sound fun, but I'm happy to see you on here, my friend. Richardson on a drive to the basket tries to put up a floater. Can't get it. Good defense by Edgecombe. Maxey got the rebound. Maxey again wide open for a three, and that's short. Just nothing for Tyrese Maxey. Oubre shoots a tray and can't get that one to fall. So Maxey's three was on the far wing. Oubre's three was on the near wing. And the 76ers get no threes on no wing. And speaking of another three, that's Anthony Black, who just knocks down a tray. I said it in the pregame show. You do not want this guy to be able to go off. Edgecombe does respond, and he hits a foul line jump shot. But that will just cut the lead back over to 7. Less than 3.5 minutes left to be played in the first quarter. The Sixers have Grimes, Maxey, Edgecombe, Oubre, and Drummond. Another misfired three by Orlando. And we'll see how Oubre responds on the other side. They're going to call a clean block as he got over to the rim and just could not lay it up. Batadze was able to get the block there. Another Sixers missed three by Quentin Grimes. Edgecombe does grab the offensive rebound. Maxey drives it over to the cup, puts it up, puts it in, and one. There we go, Tyrese. Now, VJ is sort of squatting down right now. He's getting a little pat on the back from Kelly Oubre Jr. Batadze got called for the foul. Let's drop those Maxey emotes, man. Gotta get that scoring, man. Blaze it with the $2 super chats. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. RB took the night off, says Busy Bee. All right, Edgecombe is actually going back into the locker room. So we're gonna obviously check in on that. But he was squatting on his knees, and he did just, he walked under his own willpower, but he went back over to the locker room. Maxey is at the line for the and one, and that is good, and that'll cut the deficit to 4. Oh, man. Maxey, man. Tyrese Maxey. What else can't you say about this guy? Sixers only shooting 27% in this game. That has to change. Here's Orlando again operating on offense. Jed Howard gets it. The ball's fumbled, though, as Quentin Grimes keeps the dribble alive, comes up with a steal. The Sixers have numbers. Maxey to George. Puts it up and knocks it down. The layup was good. And so 22-20 is the score. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. I'm going to take a very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. I usually don't take steps off, but I'm going to take just a little bit of a step off right now. But yes, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Alrighty, so they're calling the VJ Edgecombe injury right now. They're calling it a face injury, and again, like we'll keep you updated with how things are going. But man, that's tough. He was hit in the face off that offensive rebound that he had not too long ago, and was grabbing at it, according to Kai Carlin. And that's why he ended up going back to the locker room. Man, Goga's always injuring us, man. Is VJ good? I mean, do I even have to answer that? Oh, is VJ good as far? Oh my gosh, context, JJ. Come on, step it up, man. Come on, bro. I'm gonna see people call me Unk in the chat now. I'm gonna get those. I swear. I'm gonna get that tonight. I really am. Well, regardless. All right, it's a 22-20 game. Sixers do trail by 2. Again, my name is Jason Joseph, guys. Please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button for your boy RB. You got to do that. If you don't like me, that's cool. If you don't like me, that's fine. But do it for your boy, Philly Take with RB. They just... did they just wheel off somebody? Oh, I missed that. Referee Bill Kennedy is down on the ground with a bunch of people around him. A wheelchair was just brought out for him. Oh, gosh. Yeah. A wheelchair was just brought out for the referee. Never seen that in a basketball game. That's crazy. Bill Kennedy went down. Hopefully he is okay. VJ Edgecombe is a problem. Yes. All right. Okay. 22-20 is the score. Orlando does have a 2-point lead. Sixers, by the way, have committed 4 fouls, and Orlando has committed 3. Again, let me know if you guys like this little scoreboard here. All right, here's a shot that goes up, and that is good. And that will now make it 24-20. That was Goga Batadze, who just made the floater inside. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Sixers just have 20 points. Offense really has not been clicking. Maxey, Drummond, Oubre, Grimes, and George out there for the 76ers. Oubre on the drive to the basket goes up with a shot. It's deflected by Richardson, and it goes out of bounds. Still will remain Sixers ball, but they do have 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They have time to make maybe a pass and then just go up with a 3, but they got to be very decisive here with what they decide to do. Orlando does make a substitution. I only have on email. I just have multiple YouTube accounts. What's going on, man? Ari's Phoenix is here. 24-20, and we have a turnover called. That's going to be on Paul George. He had a bad pass out of bounds, and then it just got deflected. And so with 1:58 left to go, the ball went out of bounds. But Orlando's going to have the rock here. Let's go, Sixers, man. A.J. Brown to Kyle is the GOAT to him. Brown to Simmons. It's crazy. We have Jamal Cain, who just came on in. And again, it's 24-20. Desmond Bane, I believe, got fouled there, and Orlando is going to be in the bonus. Bill was crying. Dude, that sucks. That really sucks. I don't like seeing anybody get hurt, man. He probably is in a lot of pain. You're doing a great job, Bonk. LP Sigma. What's going on? It's my guy, LP. My guy, I appreciate you for being on here, man. No one is really playing good. Well, I agree with you there. Bane is at the line, and he's able to connect on both free throws. Joel did just come back in the game for the Sixers. And again, we still haven't heard anything about VJ. He got hit in the face and did end up going back into the locker room for the Sixers. But no reports yet. Embiid trying to go to work against Batadze, gets it denied on the first time. Second time, that's no good. And he tries to tip it up and in, and that's successful. Not once, but twice, but on the third try, Joel Embiid got it to go. Give number 21, 4 points in 7 minutes so far in this game. 26-22 is the score. Bane catching, putting up a tray on the near wing, and Kelly Oubre Jr. catches his miss. There's 1 minute left in this first quarter. Maxey crossing over, taking it to the top of the key. Tried to give it down low to Embiid on the pick and roll, and the pass was just a little bit to the left side of Embiid, and he was not able to get there, and that was just a little bit too far of a pass by Maxey. That's only the second turnover, though, by Philadelphia in this first quarter. 26-22. Orlando again trying to go up inside with a layup, and they do. Again, no one boxed out. It was a wide open lane, and 20-22 is the score. George on the follow-through off of the missed layup was good. So Maxey missed the layup, and Paul George got it on in. Here's a wide open 3 by Jamal Cain, and that's no good for Orlando. 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and the Sixers and Magic just continue to miss threes. Paul George with a huge miss there. He had space, and Desmond Bane got his rebound. Turnovers, man. You got to do better. Yes, sir. 18 seconds left on the game clock, and 9 left on the shot clock. And so here's Jamal Cain giving it or getting some space and putting up another tray. That's now 7 missed threes in a row from each team combined. Oubre at the top of the key. 3 seconds left. Shot clock's unplugged. Drives it inside. Puts it up. And that is going to do it. So he missed it. And we will go into quarter number 2. Sixers not off to the best start. 20-24. They started off slow. But we'll see how they do in the second quarter. All right, I have to fix this scoreboard here because I have to get this on a different browser. I just do. So let me share my screen on a different browser. And actually, before I do that, I have to make sure that I post or that I have the ESPN graphic up. Okay, so 1 second. ESPN 76ers. Got it live. Box score. Okay. Whoops. I gotta mute that. There we go. I knew that there was something I had to do. Okay, so share my window. Is this correct? Stop screen share. Now we'll do another screen share. Jay Loco is here. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? What's going on? Okay. I just want to make sure I have this correct. So we'll share this screen. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. That's definitely not what I wanted. Share screen. Does this work? Yeah. Okay. Good. And now I can zoom in on this guy. If it allows me to. Yeah, it should. There we go. That's a lot better. Now, 1 second. I have to put this over here. All right, we figured it out. Now I can access other things a lot easier. So this is great. Got it. Great. Awesome stuff. Folks, my name is Jason Joseph. I'm filling in for Philly Take with RB tonight. Of course, RB is the king of 76ers content. Nothing compares to what Philly Take with RB does. He is an absolute awesome person on here. Shout out to him. And thank you again, my friend, for just this awesome opportunity. Oh, I forgot trivia. Darn it. That was something that I forgot. All right. We'll do it. We'll do it when we go into halftime. I promise. We'll do trivia when we go into halftime. I promise. 28-24, Orlando is up by 4. And so here's Edgecombe again on the drive to the basket. Puts it up, can't put it in. So VJ Edgecombe is back out there for the 76ers. They didn't say that he came out of the locker room or anything, but he is back out there. That is great news. He had a face injury before. And so another layup is good by Orlando. Sixers trying to attack on the other side. That's Grimes driving over to the baseline, puts it up, can't put it on in. But the foul was called on Jet Howard. All right, so the Sixers are initiating contact, getting some fouls there. We good. Embiid has got to lead with this play. You know what? Sometimes that's just the nature of the game, right? And I agree with the way that things are going right now. I agree. Embiid going down low on the block against Desmond Bane. Nice pass to Barlow in the dunker spot. Looked like he was going to shoot it and then just faked everybody out. Great IQ by number 21. Let's see those Joel Embiid emotes. Let's go, man. All right, 30-26. Orlando leads it by 4. Catching and putting up a tray, getting it blocked by Grimes. Well, that was no good by Orlando again. So the Sixers, though, do turn the ball over, and we have a steal by the Magic. What just happened with this game on ESPN? Jones with a 2. That one is up, and that is good. Okay. So I'll have to find it again over on this app. Sorry about that, chat. I do apologize. 30-26, Orlando. Oubre with a catch-and-shoot 3. And that's a little bit short. Oh, had the look there, too. Just could not capitalize. Come on, man. Richardson on the drive to the basket. Tries to lay it up and in, and Embiid got a piece of it. But on the follow-through, Batadze got it up, but they're not going to count it. They're actually going to say that Embiid got a piece of one of the Magic players, and we're going to have some free throws coming up. They actually called it on Oubre. They were showing Embiid, but Jace Richardson's going to go to the line for 2. That Embiid pass was just elite. It was, dude. That pass by Joel was awesome. Mr. What's up, Mr.? He says, I hope McKean has a big game. He's coming on in right now. Speaking of the devil, I'd like to try to see him make an impact. I think that if Jared McKean, now let me know if I'm wrong, chat, but if Jared McKean was on a team that was, I don't know, like in tank mode, like the Charlotte Hornets, let's just say, I feel like he'd be getting more minutes, and I feel like, therefore, he would bounce out of the funk that he's in. That's where I stand. 31-26, Orlando takes a 5-point lead. All right, so now Jared McKeon operating on offense. The Sixers lineup, it's McKeon, Grimes, Edgecombe, Embiid, and Barlow. Embiid going to work down low on the other side, puts it up, and puts it in. Just showing the veteran how it's done. And he puts up a nice shot there. Let's go, Joel. Catch and shoot three on the other side. That's by Jones, and that's not necessarily good at all. But Tadze does come up with the offensive rebound. 31-28. A step back three by Desmond Bane. That hits off the back iron. It was a straight on three. Edgecombe corrals his miss. Come on, man. Defense has got to be better. Orlando, though, is 1 for 11 from three. Sixers are 0 for 12, if you can believe that. Embiid on the drive to the basket. Tries to put it up and in. And we have another turnover called. He lost it out of bounds. And that's going to be Orlando ball. More sloppy basketball. Bane on the drive to the basket. Does not get the soft touch on the right-handed scoop. And the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll still be Orlando ball. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Somebody's scoreboard wrong. Yours says 28, and we got 26. Can't help it. It's 31-28. That's the score of this game. What is Embiid doing? I don't know, man. I have no clue. Another drive to the basket by Orlando, and again, they're just missing these layups. It's not like that the Magic are just going out there blowing out the 76ers. I mean, the Sixers have just missed up on opportunities. And another messed up opportunity there is Embiid got the ball knocked loose by Jones, and Orlando has numbers on the other side. Howard will reset it, though, to Desmond Bane. Embiid lost the ball and turned it over. Embiid just tried to go for a block and does contest the shot of Desmond Bane. He got a piece of it. Edgecombe got the rebound. Grimes puts up a three out in transition. Jackpot. And we're tied at 31. And Jamal Mosley will call for time with 8:40 left to go. Hey, who is you, son? My name is JJ, man. That's who I am. I mean, the name I thought, I guess, should be up there, but I guess it's not. But yeah, my name is Jason Joseph. This is not RB. I'm filling in for my guy, RB. Oh, man. Grime time, man. Grime time. I like that. I like that a lot. This defense needs to get well soon. Guys, you know, if you do enjoy my play-by-play style, again, I do the Phillies, I do the Eagles, and I do more so like a classic radio play-by-play style, but I always love interacting with my chat. You know, and it's a little bit different, of course, than what RB does. But I think that you know, I think that it definitely brings something else over to the YouTube side of things. But you guys are more than welcome to go subscribe to my channel. And again, please, the number one thing I want you to take away from this conversation is hit that thumbs up button for RB. We got 347 of you. 347 of you guys just in the chat. For those people that are just ghost or that are just like not active in the chat, please make sure that you hit that thumbs up button for Philly Take with RB, man. It's already January 9th. I feel like the new year just started yesterday. It's crazy. It's wild. Prime time, man. If the Sixers win, will JJ play the song? I don't know. Will I play the RB win song? Of course I'm going to play the RB win song. It can't be a Philly Take with RB stream if I don't play. If the 76ers win and I don't play the song, it's not a Philly Take with RB stream. I mean, come on. Man. I'm just messing with you. I'm just totally messing with you. I didn't mean to do you. I didn't mean. Oh damn! Now I feel kind of bad. I didn't mean to do that. That was meant to be more of a positive thing. I didn't want to. I ain't trying to throw anybody under the bus or throw any shade. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. JJ, what's your channel? It should be down below, man. JJ, I'll slide to your channel and check you out. No, I really appreciate that, guys. Again, I know that I'm not RB, but and I never will be. But I appreciate all the love and the support. The mods should be able to post the link down below. Mods, if you can post the link, I'd really appreciate that. There we go. Jorge is here. What's up, Jorge? I hit my like button too, JJ. Let's go. All right, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Orlando does have the ball. Desmond Bean going up against Joel Embiid. Gets him on a little pump fake and just drives it inside. Got him on a little Euro step, and then Embiid was just jumping. Oh, gosh. 33-31 is the score. Orlando is up by 2. Sixers offense has just been really stale. I mean, both teams offensively have not really looked good in this game. Embiid catches, puts up a 3, and again, he just misses another one. This guy is 2 for 8 so far in this game. Embiid and Barlow combined 5 for 12. Edgecombe also only has 4 points in this one so far. And Orlando just misfires another 3. McKean gets it, but then he lost the ball, just dribbled it off of his foot, and it's stolen by Orlando. 2-on-1 out in transition. Banchero with an alley-oop pass, and that's good, as it was thrown down by Anthony Black, and Orlando going on a little run themselves. There is the link to my channel. If you guys want to go follow, make sure that you guys go check out my channel down below. Edgecombe on the drive again to the basket. Can't put it up and in. And Barlow just missed the tip in. Come on! And Desmond Bean just soloing it over on the other side, getting himself a wide open layup. It's 37-31. Edgecombe for 3 for the Sixers as they move quickly out in transition. And we have a wedgie in between the basket and the backboard, of course. And we have a jump ball. Come on, man. Just 7 points in the first 5 minutes of this second quarter. The 76ers tonight, guys, the Sixers in this game are 1 for 15 from 3. They've attempted 15 threes. They're 1 for 15. And both teams combined are 2 for 27. I mean, this is an ugly game so far. Really. And a lot of these threes are wide open, too. Man. All right, 37-31. And the Sixers, of course, lose the tip-off. And Banchero is going to get it for Orlando. Magic have Banchero, Penda, Carter Jr., Black, and Jones. Here's Jones over on the far side, dribbling, passing, and giving it back up. And we have a foul called. That's going to go on the 76ers. It was a shooting foul, and Anthony Black just drew the contact. He's going to go to the line. No Franz, no Moritz Wagner, no Jalen Suggs either, and no Tristan Da Silva. And yet Orlando leads it by 7. Embiid has to stop shooting those threes. I agree, man. Like, he's not Steph Curry out there. You know? You got to stop shooting those threes. I agree with you. JJ, hope you're doing well, brother. It's so nice to see you. It's nice to see you, man. It's nice to see everybody on here. We got 348 people in the chat. Oh, dude, that's so sick. 6:46 left to go in the second quarter. And another free throw that's good. It's now 39-31. Sixers have got to stop the bleeding. Jabari Walker did just come in for Dominic Barlow. Let's see if that makes an impact. Edgecombe, trapped on the near side, hands it off to Jared McKean, who runs downhill and gets past the trees and lays it up and in. Underhanded scoop with the right hand on the left side of the baseline. Come on, try to get things going here. Banchero gets double-teamed, gets the ball knocked loose by McKean, but we do have a foul on McKean. He just reached in, and he got him ever so slightly on that left hand. And that's going to be the third foul that the Sixers have committed in this second quarter already. Gosh, Maxey's just not having a good night. Maxey is 1 for 8 in this game with 4 points. I mean, the big three combined in this one, they've played a total of 35 minutes. Now, Maxey does get a steal out in transition, and he just makes a layup as he beats everybody to the punch. And now it's back to a 4-point game. Tyrese Maxey, number 0, doing it and scoring for the Sixers. But yeah, in those minutes, Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid each have 6 points in all those minutes. Every starter has 6 points except for VJ. He just has 4. Crazy. Where's Janai Broom when you need him? 39-35. And the free throw is good by Orlando yet again. Sorry about this. There it is. Okay, now you can see what you're actually looking at. So here's the points, here's the minutes, here's all that jazz. Foul shot number 2, and that one is good. It's a 2-possession game, and we're halfway done this second quarter. Banchero goes 2 for 2 from the line. Maxey on the little pick and roll, giving it back out over to Jabari Walker, who spins, turns, puts up a tough 2, almost made it, almost does not count. The good news is that he did get fouled, and the clock stops with 5:45. Wendell Carter Jr. did swipe him on that left shoulder, it looked like. Is Ja on the move? It certainly seems like that, Smiley. It certainly does. B. Blazin says Iverson didn't have a jump shot, let alone step back, let alone a 3. Tell you what, man, Allen Iverson, great basketball player. I will tell you that Tyrese Maxey is actually, the way that he's playing, he's reminding me of AI. How can he not remind you of AI? Have no fear, bro JJ. As long as we have Tyrese Maxey, the 76ers can win this game, says Edward. Yes, my MVP, baby. Walker just made both free throws for the 76ers. 41-37, 5.5 minutes left to go in this second quarter, and the Sixers have got to play defense. Here's Banchero on the drive to the basket, tries to hand it off over towards the outside, and Anthony Black lost it. It actually was a little bit wide of a pass. And so it's 41-37, Orlando having to play defense as Tyrese Maxey has the rock. He crosses over. He's at the top of the key, goes up inside, and got fouled. And that'll stop the clock with 5:18 to go. If you are new to Philly Take with RB, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons for all your Sixers news. For all your Sixers news. Oh, my gosh. JJ, what is going on? What are you smoking, JJ? You good? Oh, gosh. 41-38. Bro, that is a big L in the chat. I got to give myself the L there. All right, 41-38. And the second foul shot is good. So Maxey ended up getting fouled, and he makes both free throws. Sixers have been more aggressive. That's the good news. And they've been getting on over to the line. 41-39. 5 minutes left in this second quarter. Oh, boy. Jones outside the Banchero. He pump fakes. Thought about taking the 3. Passes it, though. And gives it up over to Anthony Black on the far corner, and he puts up a tray, and he swishes it, even though a defender was on him, and Paolo gets the apple. 44 points for Orlando. That's just the third made 3 in this game. 2 by Orlando. A nice drive inside by Maxey, but they don't call a foul there. Refs chew the whistle. Another 3 by Orlando again out in transition, and that one won't go. Every time that both teams have gone out in transition, it's like that they just want to shoot the 3. They don't want to set up a play, it seems like. Edgecombe on the far elbow, giving it down low to Walker. They swing it around the timeline, the Sixers, that is. George to Edgecombe, and now Jabari Walker finding Drummond wide open in the dunker spot. Nobody was home to guard him, and he throws it down with both hands on the nice bounce pass by Jabari Walker. Like that play call there. And that was executed very, very well. 44-41. Bro, that's bad. All right, less than 4 minutes to go in this second quarter. And again, Orlando just providing another bucket inside the paint. That was Wendell Carter Jr. It's like the Sixers defense in the paint is just allergic to going up with blocks and just putting bodies on guys in the paint. Drummond just missed a wide open layup. George got the offensive rebound. Here's Edgecombe flying down towards the rack, and he throws it down with a two-handed jam. I don't know how Drummond missed that layup, but VJ Edgecombe being explosive, and good for him because I saw that he left a little bit earlier in the first quarter with a face injury, and he had to go back to the locker room, and it's just nice to see him out there. Another layup by Orlando as they respond on the other side. Sixers actually did play defense there, but it was just better offense by Paolo Banchero. Maxey again on a drive to the basket, tries to lay it up and in. Drummond gets the offensive rebound, puts it up not once, not twice, and he doesn't even put up a layup there. He actually ended up losing the ball. Another three by the Magic, and that's Wendell Carter Jr. Tries to get it up and in. That's no good either, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll still be Orlando ball. Sixers will take a timeout here. They trail by 5. Orlando has just controlled the tempo of this game, and the 76ers just cannot snap out of their funk that they're in. 48-43. Surprised that it's only a 5-point game right now, chat. Really. Very surprised. Shout out Jody, underrated 76ers legend. JJ is a Sixers sports OnlyFans. Bro, don't tell everybody my secrets. What are you talking about? Oh, man. Bro, that's funny. But I like your play style here. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. It's been a little bit of time for me to obviously just get used to seeing the chat flying by. But it's pretty cool, It's I've realized that as I did this, I was like, oh, dude, like, man, like chat's flying because I haven't been used to that in a little bit of time. But it's definitely awesome. You still got to be yourself. You obviously have to remember that, of course, you got to block out the people. You got to block out the bots. You got to block out the people that are just providing negative comments and all those types of things. I always like it when people criticize me and people give me good constructive criticism. If you guys do have any constructive criticism, please definitely let me know down below. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a very quick second. Hi, chat. What's up, chat? I'm so happy to see you guys on here. Pretty chatty tonight. That's awesome. It's pretty cool. It is. But, man, you know what's not cool? The way that the 76ers have been playing in this game. This team is just missing so many opportunities. It just feels like that Nick Nurse cannot figure out how to press the right buttons and put these guys in a position to succeed. But also at the same time, yes, Tyrese Maxey is cold. Yes, Joel Embiid is cold and Paul George is cold too. But I still just don't like the fact that some of these play calls, I'm watching Joel Embiid stand around when Tyrese Maxey has the rock, and they sometimes go to, or more times than not in this game, I've noticed the 76ers have been isolating more. That's not what you want from a team that, has been doing a good job gelling, moving the basketball, and giving, making sure that everybody gets their touches. I don't want to steal out of ISO ball. Every once in a while, okay. But then out in transition with these threes, they got to stop. You can't just be chucking up threes out in transition. If I had to see another one in this game as a fan, I'm not going to be happy. All right, back to the screen share. Yes, good. Drummond was fouled there. Yeah. Again, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. We got another $2 super chat. We need an air horn. We have 100 likes. Let's go! Yes, sir, we got an air horn. That's for sure. 48-43. Orlando throwing down an alley-oop pass. And again, the Sixers defense just sleeping at the wheel. Wendell Carter Jr. made the bucket off of the dime by Anthony Black. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Embiid back out there for the Sixers. Drives it inside. Tries to bank it in. He got pushed and shoved to the ground, though. And we have some fouls or free throws coming on up. Wait, who is this? Yeah, this is play-by-play with JJ filling in for your boy RB. RB could not be here tonight. He had an obligation he had to attend to. But I'm filling in for my guy. He asked me to pinch hit for him. I know that it's not that sport. Dad jokes. It is what it is. But he asked me to come off the bench. That's better. And I said, absolutely, man. I got you. I got you. Yes, sir. 50-44 is the score. Orlando does lead it by 6. Wake up, Nick Nurse. Bro, tell Nick Nurse to wake up. Put the alarm clocks in the chat and tell Nick Nurse to stop snoozing. RB would say, wake up the neighbors. 50-45 is the score as Embiid knocks down both free throws. 2 minutes left to go in this first half. Tell dad jokes. Hey, man, sometimes it just slips. Can't even control it. Jabari Walker comes up with a steal on the other side. Sixers have numbers again. Maxey driving it, putting it up, and putting it on in with the left hand. Let's see those zeros in the chat and those Tyrese Maxey emotes too. 10 points for Tyrese, 3 for 12 he is from the field today. He does have 1 assist, does not have a single rebound in this game, but he does make a big bucket there. A reverse layup is good. Maxey nearly got a steal. Wendell Carter Jr. just got it, and Maxey took the gamble. It did not work out, and Carter was just able to make the layup. It was a reverse shot. 52-47, and less than 90 seconds to go in this second quarter. Embiid goes up with a foul line extended jump shot, and that one is off the mark too. Bane on the drive to the basket gets some contact by Paul George, and George, they're going to say that George had his feet set, and Desmond Bane gets called for a charge there. Wow. Dom with another $2 super chat. He says, need to focus on the defense. First offense will come. Yes, defense has got to be better. Defense does have to be better. 52 points for Orlando and 47 for the Sixers. Again, we're going to do trivia at the end of the second quarter. Forgot to do it at the end of the first. Got a little bit busy. Grimes catching, putting up a tray. Off the mark. Walker, offensive rebound. Gives it back to Grimes. Drives it down the lane. Puts it up and lays it on in. And the Sixers are down by 3. Now, George did deflect the inbound pass. It did go out of bounds. It'll still be Orlando ball. It just took about 2 seconds off the clock. Nick Nurse wants to play some of my pledge battle tonight. Oh, damn. Dude, PG with the charge. That was clutch. Some nice play there. Sixers and Magic. This is their third time that they're meeting up, man. Their third time that they're meeting up. They're 1-1 against the Magic this year. All right, Maxey will inbound it over to George for a catch-and-shoot 3 for the tie. Just a little bit off the mark. It was a far corner jump shot, and George did not get the soft touch. And the Magic trying to add on to their lead. Sixers could use a stop here. 45 seconds left. A catch-and-shoot trifecta for Orlando. Off the mark, that is. And it goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Penda. And it'll be Sixers ball. All right, they could tie with a 3, or they could cut the deficit to 1 with a 2. What's going to happen, chat? Let me know down below. Maxey on the drive to the basket just lost the ball. It was deflected off of a Magic player, and the Sixers are going to have some free throws. They will call a foul on Wendell Carter Jr. for reaching on in, and Maxey's going to go to the line. The Sixers are in the bonus. Got tangled up just a little bit there. And Maxey at the line. The first free throw by Tyrese. Nothing but nets. Tyrese Maxey. Where's Maxey? He's at the line. 33.9 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Maxey's second foul shot. Bullseye. They're down by 1. 33 seconds left in this first half. And so Black has the rock for Orlando. They're just going to milk this clock down. 52-51. They trap Desmond Bane over at the Toyota side. George standing on him like he's a price tag. Just not able to come off of his defender. And he gets a steal. And the Sixers go out in transition. Grimes to Embiid. 9 seconds left on the game clock. Shot clock's unplugged. Embiid lays it up, lays it on in, and the 76ers take the lead. 6.2 seconds left. Again, shot clock still unplugged. And here comes Black down the lane. Puts it up over Embiid's left hand, and he got it to go. Sixers played really good defense. That was just extraordinary offense. And with 7/10 of a second, here comes a prayer. It wouldn't have counted anyways. Sixers go into halftime down by 1 to the Magic. And they will be back in a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about this first half. And obviously, I want to hear what your thoughts are, chat. But the Sixers played a little bit better towards the end of the second quarter. Just really got off to a bad start. And, just have looked a little bit lackadaisical, I guess is the right word. But, yeah, 54-53. We're going to take this off really quickly again. We're going to stop sharing the screen. Now we're in our halftime mode. Man, that was brutal. That was tough, man. Look, this Orlando Magic team tonight is missing some of their star players in Wagner. Actually, both the Wagner brothers are out. And Jalen is also out as well. So, Sixers just have not been able to take advantage. Like, that's really the main thing that I've taken away from this first half is that the 76ers have not looked disciplined out there on the defensive side. Orlando, honestly, just from the looks of it, should be way up in this game. The Sixers have given them so many chances to make wide open threes, and Orlando has just been off. Now, the Sixers have been off as well, but it just seems like that Orlando's defense, especially in that first quarter, was better than the Sixers' defense was. And hopefully Nick Nurse makes the proper adjustments in the second half. And I know from just watching the 76ers this year, JJ, have you been watching what Nick Nurse and the 76ers have done in the third quarter all year long? I hear you. What they haven't done, really. But, as of lately, they've been playing better in the third, but I don't know. The main stat that sticks out to me is that Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Paul George have 28 of the 53 points for the Sixers. And all three of them combined, guys, have made just 6 field goals. They are 6 for 30. That's not going to get it done. But yet they're only down by 1. Grades on that first half. Comment those grades down below. Another $2 super chat from Secret Underdog the Gamer. Let's go. Guys, thank you all so much for the super chats. I really appreciate that very, very much. He says, sloppy, but still only down by 1. Go Sixers. And hey, man, go 76ers. Yes, Sleeper. Yes. If you use the promo code PhillyTake on Sleeper, you get 100% matchup up to $100. Definitely go make sure that you check out that link, please. If you are into that. Dude, look at these stats. They're shooting 33% from the field, the Sixers. They made all 14 of their foul shots. Orlando just has 3 bench points, though. And they're 2 for 16 from 3. It's just a weird game. It's odd. And it just has not been as sexy to the eye. We're going to go with D's. Okay, so we got D from Dewan. Jorge says D. C+. D. So I see a lot of D's. A lot of D's. And I think that is totally fair. In my opinion, and I want to hear your opinion about this too, I think in the second half, the guy that has to take the bull by the horn in this game, call me crazy, I mean, the guy that has to. Usually I would say Tyrese Maxey, but I think tonight it has to be Joel. I think that he has to go out there and he has to really cook. I really want to see Joel Embiid try to get some of these guys into foul trouble because the game slows down, but also just with his offensive skill set, I think that he can certainly draw more fouls. And maybe the Sixers catch a little bit more momentum that way. It's felt like that the 76ers have played a very fast game today. And obviously the game is going to be fast when you have Tyrese Maxey out there. But I think that they need a change in pace. Am I crazy or am I not crazy? Bond says I'm going to go with Z. Mr. Scumbag says, you're not crazy. Says I'm not crazy. I think I am crazy sometimes. Mike says it's not going to happen. Mr. Scumbag says he's going to. He's been on a different type of timing as of late. Joel is finally in rhythm. Can this version of Joel Embiid be good enough for the 76ers to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals? Can this version of Joel Embiid, with the way that he is now, can that get the 76ers? Again, we're thinking about if Maxey and George are healthy. Can that get them to the Eastern Conference Finals? Secret says, you're right, JJ. Hopefully Joe gets down low more. Hate when he has to take a lot of outside shots from the free. I hear you, man. I hear you. It's really frustrating because you want him to be aggressive. You want him to try to go down there on the block, and you want him to try to post up against some of these guys, and not even necessarily post up, right? You want to see just the offensive footwork because he has the offensive skill set to still put up 28 points without even just being his explosive self. That's how great of a basketball player Joel Embiid really is. Mike says it's a different question, but yes. I know I'm a little bit all over the place, my friend. A little bit all over the place. We got to 200, baby. Let's go. You guys are 200 likes. You guys are the Pogs, man. Players of the game, that's all y'all. Yes, we got to 200. Let's get to 300. We have 311 people in the chats. 311 people in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button for your boy Philly Take with RB. I am not RB. My name is JJ. My name is really Jason, but people call me JJ on here. I go live. I do some Sixers games. I also do a lot of Phillies games, and I do a lot of Eagles games. I cover all the Eagles games, and I cover as many Phillies games as I can. Same thing with the 76ers as well. And I do more of like an old school radio play-by-play style. So if you have not heard me, you should definitely go check out my channel. Obviously, first things first, make sure that you give the likes and the subs over to Philly Take with RB's channel because that guy is the GOAT. I mean, Mark Zumoff literally came on here a couple of years ago and literally said that himself to RB, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong. He is the GOAT. He is. So, but if you do want to check me out, you're more than welcome to do that. Mods, if you could just drop my YouTube channel down below, I would really appreciate it. You guys can also follow me on the socials as well. I am going to actually copy and paste that link. I have my link tree right here. So here is the link to that. My link tree, that's access to my Facebook, my TikTok. Actually, I don't have a Facebook right now. It's TikTok, Instagram, and all that jazz. It's right on over here. Yes, sir. There is the lane tree. JJ's filling on it. Yes. That interview was awesome. Yeah, it was. It was. And you know, I give my man a lot of kudos because he's done such an awesome job on here, man. He really has. Ugh. More stuff about this game though. Yeah, I could gloat about my guy all day. I mean, he's my brother. He really is. I have a lot of mad love and a lot of mad respect for him. But I do want to get back on track and talk a little bit more about this game. So the other thing too that I wanted to sort of talk about as I get this back on here is so we talked about getting Joel Embiid more involved on the offensive side. Can we just at this point can we stop it with the 3 guard lineups? How many of you in the chat are tired of seeing these 3 guard lineups out there? Now you're reminding us of RB. Well, it's his channel. I'm doing it for him. So I got to remind you of him. How many of you guys are tired of these 3 guard lineups? Because I am. Mr. Scumbag from Philly says me. Bonch is not me. Why? I'm not criticizing you. I'm just asking you why. Just from watching, it just feels like that defensively they get cooked. Because Jared McKean is not a defensive player. He's not a good defensive player. He gets picked on every single time. Busy Bee says, as long as it's not Grimes, McKean, and VJ. That's fair. That's fair, man. I don't like that line. Yeah, I don't like that lineup either. That's mainly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that type of a lineup. Mike says if they're able to keep tempo, it's okay. Unfortunately, they haven't. So you're basically with that type of a lineup there, you're sacrificing scoring because you're very undersized. You're sacrificing defense for scoring. And unfortunately, with how Jared McKean just has not looked good this year because he's not getting as much playing time because the 76ers aren't in the spot where they have to have him play over 20 minutes. I think that that's a factor into it. But also B, it just doesn't make sense. I feel like that they've been trying it for so long. And it's like, if it's not working, why continue to go to it? You know? That's just how I feel. Istel says, I still want to see Drummond and Bona on the floor at the same time when Embiid sits. Drummond and Bona? I don't agree with that. I'm fine with Embiid and Bona. What I'm not fine with is Embiid and Bona with 1 minute and 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That I'm not fine with when it's a close game. Down the stretch, if it's a close game, you can't have a big lineup out there. I'm fine with Embiid and Drummond, but Drummond and Bona, that's like if you need a defensive stopper, if you need a rebound, then yeah, I understand. I understand. Like if you need a rebound or a defensive stop and you're trying to match up with size, then yeah, obviously. Eagles Deeds. What's up, Eagle Deeds? What do you predict the score will be in the Eagles 49ers game on Sunday? I'm looking forward to that game, man. I know that we're doing the Sixers right now, but I will tell you this. I think that the Eagles, I don't know how many points that they're going to put up exactly, but I think that it's going to be, I think that they're going to put up at least 20, and yet they hold the 49ers to less than 14. So they'll get a touchdown. But yeah, something along the lines of like 21 to 14. I could see that. I could. Dom says, I'd rather see a traditional type of lineup. PG, a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. I feel you. I feel you on that, man. I feel you. We got 295 people tuning on in. Let's go. All right, so we are ready to start off the third quarter. So the 76ers down by 1 to the Orlando Magic. They put up 29 points in that second quarter, but they allowed 26 to Orlando. George with a baseline J, just a little bit short, and rebounded by Paolo Banchero for Orlando. 54 points for the Magic and 53 for the 76ers. Banchero has the rock. 8 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 dimes for Paolo Banchero. Embiid with 10 and Maxey with 12 for the 76ers. Here comes the Orlando offense. Banchero trapped down low, gives it outside to Carter Jr., and we have a turnover called as the Sixers are going to get the ball back. Let's go. Get that lead, man. Get that lead. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I feel like my Twitter's on, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. 54-53. Sixers have the rock on offense again. Embiid tried to hand it off over to Maxey. It goes into the backcourt. Sixers still will pick it up. Maxey again on the drive to the basket. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey with a baseline J goes in and out, but then goes back in, and the Sixers have the lead, 55-54. Reese hitting a 16-foot pull-up J, and the Sixers are back on top. Banchero gets heavily guarded by Paul George. The ball gets deflected, but Banchero keeps his dribble alive. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. He gives it up over towards the outside, and driving it down low is Penda, and that ball got blocked by Barlow, and it goes into the backcourt. Sixers have Barlow get the rebound. It goes up with a Euro step and gets it denied, and the ball is going to go on out of bounds. Noah Penda just blocked Dominic Barlow's layup, and it'll actually be Orlando ball because it was last touched. It was deflected off of Barlow's left knee. Man. And Orlando and Philadelphia riding the seesaw here. 6 blocks by the Magic and just 1 credited to Philadelphia. Feels like that they have more. Edgecombe trying to play defense, and, well, that ends up working out for the 76ers. Banchero just missed a layup. Here's Maxey out in transition, launching a 3 and knocking it down. Finally, Tyrese Maxey able to hit a tray from the outside on the left wing. See those Tyrese Maxey emotes. Let's go. All right. So 58-54. Another dribble handoff over to Banchero. And we have a shot that's up and in by Anthony Black. It was a pull-up J from 15 feet. It was at the nail, and he just took it with ease. Another tray by Maxey. In and out it goes. The board belongs to Paolo Banchero. He has 9 rebounds in this game and 8 points. A drive inside by Bain, a kick out to Carter for a corner J, and that was a 3, and Orlando gets the lead back. Can somebody just put a body on these open shooters? I mean, come on. 59-58. Edgecombe playing hot potato, finding Barlow in the dunker spot, and the Sixers get the lead back as Barlow ends up making a 2-handed jam. So they're back up by 1. Banchero, Euro step over Paul George, and he just made that look so easy. Paul George had his hands up in the air, and the Euro step came from Banchero, and he still finished it over Paul George's 2 hands that he put up. Embiid tries to drive it inside. He just got fouled, and he will head to the line and shoot a pair of foul shots. Joel with 10 points. He's only 3 for 10 shooting-wise in this game. Him and Maxey combined 8 for 25. Where is the defense, man? Come on. I agree. Man. Come on, man. 61-60. They called it a foul on the floor. Barlow catches and puts up a tray, and the basketball gods say no. Of course they do. It's off the back of the rim and does not go down the drain at all. Orlando with yet another rebound. There's a shot by Bain. Elbow J. No can do. Maxey board. Outlet pass to George, who drives it on over towards the baseline. George tries to get separation, puts up a shot, gets it blocked. On the second try, though, puts it up and puts it in. Noah Penda got the block, and then George got the board, and then just laid it up and in, and the Sixers get the lead again. Another lead change. Banchero step back J, too easy. In the face of Dominic Barlow. Got him right on the elbow step back J. And Orlando again up by 1. Here's Embiid going in between the legs behind his back and gives it over to Maxey, who tries to put it up and in on the baseline, and he could not do so. That was an incredible pass by Joel, and Maxey just not able to finish. Another tray. That's Anthony Black from 25 feet, and Embiid catches the miss. George on the outlet pass, goes in between his legs, crosses over, gives it back to Embiid, goes down over towards the lane, and he throws it down with both hands. And they will also call a foul as well on Anthony Black, so count the bucket and a foul as well. I did say that I wanted to see Joel try to drive it inside a little bit more. And I'll tell you what, Anthony Black just could not size up against Joel Embiid at all whatsoever. And he took an elbow downwards, and he didn't even get his feet set. They didn't call anything. That's just a physical man just going up against somebody that's just smaller than him in size and in length. Anthony Black is so annoying, man. I hear you. Embiid's foul shot, good, and Philadelphia up by 2. Banchero has 12. Black has 16. Anthony Black averaging 15 points per game this season. He had 5 in his last game. He's just had a lot of success against the Sixers. Here's Barlow with a rebound. Outlet pass to Tyrese Maxey over on the elbow, the left elbow that is. Dribble handoffs to George and back to Maxey. And now Embiid finds Edgecombe down low, but he lost the ball. Embiid gets it back, though, and he draws contact. And we have some pushing and shoving going on. A little bit of some pushing and shoving. You saw Paul George say, "Get off my man." And Embiid is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. It's like Paul George just stepped on in there. Embiid each dunk Embiid throws down offers a mix of relief, excitement, and angst. 65-63, and we have a timeout taken at the 6:44 marker. Man. That was a nice slam by Joel. It was nice. It was nice. We got an Embiid dunk. Take that as a W. An Embiid dunk. I'll take that. Come on, Sixers. Anthony Black is such a random star. Bro will fall off in a year, I promise you. Bro, literally, this is TJ Warren, right? I'm just kidding. I don't think he's TJ Warren. I don't mean to insult the guy, but this is my point being is this is sort of watching Anthony Black just reminds me of when TJ Warren would just put up 50 points against the 76ers. I'm sorry. I had to bring up a bad time. I understand. I get that. And you can actually be a little bit disappointed in me for that, but I just, I can't deny it. I can't just ignore it, chat. I can't just ignore it. Sometimes, these guys that just go up against these Sixers teams, it's they just pull up Hall of Fame numbers and they're just role players. Austin Krell, Embiid just took a nasty fall after contact from Noah Penda and VJ Edgecombe. Penda a slight shove and stood to him. to defend Embiid. But yeah, don't remind us. Oh, man. Wiley. My sister has a dog named Wiley. It's a cool name. Wiley's cool. Come on, man. They called a double technical on Penda and Edgecombe. BJ Edgecombe checking on Noah Penda for Joel Embiid is the most, what does that say? The most Jimmy Butler he's resembled. I actually agree with that. Ethan Doherty said that. I agree with it. It's time to rumble now, says Edward. If the Magic want to rumble, we can get it on like popping popcorn. It's an Anthony Black legacy. Dude, come on, man. Why against us? It's bad. So they call it double techs on Penda and Edgecombe. I'm going to read you how many rebounds both teams have. The Sixers actually have 36 and the Magic have 32. It does not feel that way. Sixers actually have 16 offensive rebounds. 16 offensive boards. And yet they're 2 for 20 from 3. And they're shooting 35% from the field. That's bad. Embiid makes the first foul shot. Unfortunately, though, misses the second free throw. And it's only a 3-point lead for Philadelphia. 6:35 left in the third quarter. Dude, I forgot to do trivia. What am I doing? Okay, we'll do it at the end of the third quarter. Promise you. Maxey gets the steal. Barlow on the drive to the basket gets it denied. And we're going to have another foul on Noah Penda as Dominic Barlow just took it over to the rack. Didn't make the bucket, though. And he will go to the line. He tried to be very aggressive there. And he will head to the foul line and shoot some free throws. Barlow this year, just as far as his shooting goes at the line, he's a 79% foul shooter. I didn't realize this, and I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I didn't realize that he was on the Spurs first, and then he went to Atlanta, and then came to Philly. I actually did not know that. We'll remind you, JJ. Oubre has no points, but he has 6 rebounds. Isn't that crazy? 67-63. Barlow does go 1 for 2 from the line. Jace Richardson comes in for Noah Penda. Black just misses another tray as it hits the back iron off the left wing, and we're going to have another loose ball foul. That's going to go against the Sixers, and the Magic are going to get credited for the rebound. Is that Jonathan Isaac coming on in? It is. Jonathan Isaac, now 28 years old. He's been in the league since 2017. Averaging only 3 points per game this year. Crazy. The score. What about the score? 67. Oh, yes. Yeah, 6-7. Got it. Here's a 3. That's up, and that's good. That was at the buzzer. Anthony Black just able to get a little bit of separation, and Paolo Banchero got the assist, and the Sixers just could not close out on Anthony Black. Let's go. Come on. George misses a 3. Offensive board by Barlow on the baseline. Tell you, Dominic Barlow does have 8 rebounds. The hustle has been there, certainly. George to Embiid. He says, go to work, big fella. Embiid tries to take his defender to the school, and it certainly does work. He zigzagged through the defense and just was able to make the layup, and the Sixers are up by 3 points. Anthony Black on a pass. It's deflected and intercepted by VJ Edgecombe. Maxey off to the races. Lays it up, lays it in, and the Sixers are up by 5. That's the sort of spark plug that the 76ers have needed. They could certainly use a run. 71-66. Edgecombe with the solid defense, and Maxey with the great offense out in transition as well. No spam in the chat. No spam in the chat. 17 points off the turnovers. That's how many the Sixers have. Here's a missed shot, Edgecombe with a beautiful pass to Barlow. It's a home run pass, and Barlow throws it down again. B.J. Edgecombe to Dominic Barlow, and the Sixers lead is up to 7. It's an 11-3 run over the last 3 minutes. Maxey deflects the pass, and it's going to be stolen by the Sixers. Banchero lost the ball. Maxey got a hand on it. Embiid came up with a steal. Embiid now trying to take on Jonathan Isaac. Let's see how this goes here. Embiid tries to lay it up and in. No, the ball gets volleyballed, and it's going to go into the hands of Jace Richardson. I thought maybe he had that. It was a tough shot. Isaac played good defense. I was just thinking that maybe he got a nice bounce there, Joel. Driving down the lane is Anthony Black, finding Jonathan Isaac in the dunker spot. Nice bounce pass. Again, just an easy dunk there. 73-68 with 3.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. It's really 3:43 to be exact. Oh, man. Can Maxey get things going, guys? He has 19 points, but he just has not taken over this game yet. Or is it going to be Embiid? Who's going to step up? We have an offensive foul on Paul George. Tried to set up a screen that was away from the play, too. And another bad turnover by the 76ers. Got a ball out, man. You do. We got 409 people in the chat. If I missed a super chat, guys, please let me know down below. Unfortunately, on StreamYard, they're able to show it, but on Restream, they don't. I don't really understand why, but it is what it is. 73-68, 76ers lead it by 5. All right, they play hot potato again. The ball finds the open shooter, and it goes down the drain. It was a 2, and so it's now 73-70. Andre Drummond just came on in. So did Jamal Cain and Quentin Grimes. That was Jace Richardson that hit an 8-foot pull-up J. Sixers are going to call a timeout with 3:09 to go in this third quarter. All right, 73 points, 73-70 is the score. Folks, I'm not RB. My name is JJ. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. Hi, chat. What's up, chat? If you are tuning on in, which you obviously are, there's 409 of you on here. I want to see 409 likes. I want to see all of y'all subscribe to the channel. If you guys also really like my style, you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel too. It's play-by-play with JJ. Mods will post the link down below. You can also follow me on the socials as well. I have a link tree, and you can go check me out on X, on Instagram, and on TikTok as well. I don't even watch the scoreboard. I'm just listening to you. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's great. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying sometimes because obviously the scoreboard can be a spoiler, and it does. There's nothing that us as content creators or just as casters on here can do about it, unfortunately. But unless we're just at the game. We got a gifted membership from Dom. Let's go. Congratulations. Congratulations to who just subscribed? Who just got the membership? Who just got the membership? It was AMG Lefty. Let's go! Woo! Yeah. Where's RB? He's not here right now. I could take a message though. But no, he's not here tonight. He's okay. He's good. He just had something else that he had to do. But I'm filling in for him. And yeah. It's been a lot of fun with y'all, chat. It really has. I've been having a really good time on here. JJ, I like JJ Redick. Dude, I'm a big baseball fan. JJ Hardy for a while was one of my favorite players. You also got JJ Barea, another basketball player. JJ Watt. I mean, I could keep going, but we'll be here all night. Maybe not. Probably not. Right? Because there's not that many JJs. Yeah, let's get back to sharing our screen. MVPs for Dom. Dude, absolutely. MVPs for all the mods in the chat. MVPs for all the mods, baby. All right, here we go. Sixers back in action. Paolo Banchero just came on in, and so did Jabari Walker and Kelly Oubre. Maxey with a floater on the other side. Got it to go. Sixers up by 5. 75-72. Seems like Tyrese Maxey sort of hitting his stride now. Walker tries to play defense over Banchero. Here's a cutting man over towards the basket, and the runner with the left hand is good, and Orlando cuts it back to a 3-point deficit with 2.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Again, the 76ers giving up a lot of points in the paint. That was Jace Richardson. That was his second bucket of the game. 5 points, 2 for 4 he is from the field. Maxey crossing over again. He wants to dance against Kane. Spins, turns, puts up a layup inside. Gets the roll to go. He angled it perfectly. And now Maxey's trying to find his groove, and I think he's hit it right now. 77-72. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Banchero with a tray. Off the mark. Drummond comes up with a nice little steal as Jamal Keane, who got the offensive rebound, turned it over. Andre Drummond with the loose change. Giving it back to Maxey. Tyrese over on the near side. On the perimeter. That's a screen set by Grimes. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He's now at the top of the key. Hands it off to Grimes again. Grimes to Maxey for a deep 3. Yes! Oh, yes, baby! Let's go, Tyrese! Tyrese Maxey's on fire, folks! 80-72. Isaac again on the near corner. Gets the ball deflected, but we're going to have a reach and foul on Andre Drummond. Tell you, it's just sometimes you got to see the ball go through the hoop, and Tyrese Maxey is definitely cooking right now. Drop those fire emotes and drop the Maxey emotes as well, baby. Yes, sir. Yeah. The Bobcats. I remember the Bobcats. Mad Maxey, baby. Woo! 1:23 left to go in the third quarter. Tyrese Maxey has put up 14 points in this quarter. He can be cold for a half, but yet he can just tee it up at any moment in time. 26 for number 0. Here's Desmond Bain on an inbound pass over to Jones at the top of the key. And Bain gets trapped again over on the far corner. They'll hand it off. Bain gets it back. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Walker deflects it. It goes out of bounds. It's still going to be Orlando ball. It'll still be Orlando basketball. 4.1 seconds are left on the shot clock. It went out of bounds over towards the near side. And Orlando will inbound it here. There are 5 that they have. It's Banchero, Bain. Banchero actually just went to the bench right now. It's Isaac Keane, Jones, Richardson, and Bain. He may not have the air horn. It's a different air horn. At the top of the key, driving it is Richardson. He puts up a layup inside, and it bounces 4 times, and it goes in. Of course it does. Figure the basketball god said yes to him. But what do you know? It's against the Sixers. Maxey driving it inside, kicking it out over to Drummond on the near corner. Drummond, of course, was being contested. Goes up for a shot. The first time it was blocked, and on the second try, well, he's going to get fouled by Jonathan Isaac. I tell you, Jonathan Isaac, they seem to have him playing as the center right now, and he's, being matched up pretty well against some of these Sixers players. I mean, Isaac is 6 feet 10 inches tall, listed as a forward, 230 pounds. Hit 4 times. Yeah, it was like 4 times. Come on, man. Come on. 81 points as Drummond does knock down the free throw, the first one that is, and the lead increases to 7. If Andre Drummond makes 2 free throws, I'm just saying, if he does, then you obviously take that any day of the week. And, well, he misses the second foul shot, and that was no good. It hit off the back of the rim. But, JJ, you jinxed it. Well, actually, technically, I did not, because I probably said that when the game was technically in real time. 81-74. So I don't think I did. But if I did, I apologize. 40 seconds left in the third quarter, and Orlando again operating on the offensive side. Desmond Bain on the drive to the basket goes up with a layup. It was contested by Andre Drummond, and we have an offensive rebound and a loose ball foul. Are you kidding me? It's on Jabari Walker. Isaac got the board, and he got fouled anyways by Jabari. And that's going to put both teams in the bonus, and we're going to have some free throws coming up. Overall, a better third quarter by the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey certainly got into a groove and put up 8 straight points for the 76ers, which is nice. But they're going to have to try to do well in the fourth. The first foul shot by Jonathan Isaac. He knocks it down. And the big three stepping back out there for the 76ers. Any category field goal percentage, three-point percentage, free throw percentage. The 76ers in this game, the 76ers as a team are 18 for 21 at the line. And if you do the math, that's 86%. Shooting-wise, they're shooting only 14% from three. Orlando's just shooting 18%. 81-76, as both foul shots are good. George gets it for the Sixers. 7 seconds differentiated in the shot clock from the game clock. Lobs it over to Embiid inside the three-point line. Embiid draws up a triple team, goes up with a shot, and he's fouled again. Took it right over towards the lane. And with 7 seconds left in the shot clock, obviously now it's going to be unplugged. But the Sixers will have the big fella go to the line once again. Joel is 5 for 14 shooting-wise in this game from the field. He does have 7 rebounds, and he also has 2 apples as well. But as far as his foul shooting, he is 6 for 7 and is a +4 out there as well. He's also turned the ball over twice. Embiid's first free throw, that's good. Dom says, don't forget trivia with the $2 super chat. Almost forgot. Not gonna lie. Yeah, thanks for the reminder, my friend. I appreciate you. Oh, man. 82-76. Embiid's second foul shot. Good as gold. And it's now 83-76. 14 seconds left. The shot clock is unplugged. And Orlando will settle for a final shot here. Isaac finds Bain cutting over to the basket. Goes over. Embiid got it to go. And they call a foul on Joel as well. I mean, he leaned into the contact, Desmond Bain, and just hit the baby floater in the air. And he will try to cut it down to a 4-point game. Darn it. Desmond Bain in this one so far with 16 points. Anthony Black, though, leading the way with 19. It's been the kryptonite of the 76ers. After all that, man. The foul shot is good. It's now 83-79. Embiid gets the inbound pass. He has to hurry. What's he doing? He has to hand it off over to George, and George's shot's not even going to count. It was a half-court prayer. Embiid did get trapped there. He was full-court pressed, and then George just came right next to his left side, but by the time he even caught it, the quarter expired. We're going into the fourth. 83-79. Got to close it out, man. You do. All right. It is time for 76ers trivia. All right. I'm going to ask you a 76ers trivia question, folks. And if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. All right. I think this one's a good one. If you're a die-hard Sixer fan, and if you know their history, okay, this one goes out to you. Does anybody know which 76er was nicknamed the Kangaroo Kid? The Kangaroo Kid. Who was the Kangaroo Kid? Famous 76er, by the way. I don't hear your sounds. Wait, what? You don't hear You didn't hear the air horn either? What? That's really weird. I have sounds coming out of my soundboard. That's odd. Huh. Soundboard's not working. Great. Well, that's great to know. I had the little check mark there too. Damn. I wonder why y'all can't hear any of my sounds. That sucks. Billy Cunningham. Ding, ding, ding. That is correct. Nice job. Nice job, chat. Ben Simmons. Soundboard's not sounding. Yeah. It's because I keep forgetting every time we use Restream, we're not even able to have a soundboard. No sounds on this end. That sucks. That really blows. The game is still going. It is. I do still have the song up. I am going to be playing the song. It's weird, though, because you can hear me. But how can you not hear... I don't know. Technology is so complicated, man. It really is. I said Danny Green. Oh, man. 83-79. We'll come up with a better one, all right, after the next timeout. Okay, we'll do another one. 83-79, and the shot is up, and that's no good. I won. Let's go. Let's go, baby. We'll do another one in a little bit. All right. So we start off the fourth quarter. Here's a drive to the basket. That's no good by Orlando. Andre Drummond just committed a foul after Paul George actually blocked Jet Howard's layup. Magic got a rebound, and then Drummond fouled the shooter. And we're going to have some free throws coming on up. Billy Cunningham, forgot about him. Yeah, he was a pretty solid player. Pretty solid player, man. All right. Guys, we got 394 people in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Turn on the bell icons too, man. For Philly Tick with RB, make sure that you sub it up and you like it up for your boy. That guy is the actual GOAT. He really is. Again, Mark Zumoff said it best a couple of years ago. Edgecombe just got a rebound off of a missed layup by Jet Howard, and the 76ers, again, trying to get their offense going in this fourth quarter. Their lineup, it's George, Edgecombe, Drummond, Oubre, and Grimes. No Maxey and no Embiid. George with a floater not once, but twice. And the 76ers increase their lead. It's 85-79. I can't even play the soundboard, so why even play it? Why even play it? Okay. Jones swings it outside to Jet Howard. He puts up a trade. That's blocked by Kelly Oubre Jr. And Andre Drummond gets the rebound. Edgecombe just fumbled the ball, though, out in transition. Picked up by Tyus Jones. And Jones gives it back to Desmond Bane. And the Magic are going to hit a floater, and that's good. Man, as soon as Kelly Oubre gets an explosive block, VJ Edgecombe just fumbled that basketball and just gave it right on back. 85-81. Jace Richardson hit the floater. So now it's Paul George swinging it over to Quentin Grimes, taking it down the lane. Sixers play hot potato as the ball gets passed around the timeline. George attacking. George finishing with the left hand and gets the little soft touch to go. Let's go. 87-81. Richardson again driving it past Andre Drummond, and Drummond fouled him from behind. The shot did not go in. Almost collided with the cameraman down there. Always get a little bit afraid for them. It's like, how do you get out of the way? You want to get the best shots, but then, you got to, you see some really just bad collisions with some of these camera operators over on the baseline. Damn. PG-8, man. Pay $10 for an air horn. I've been playing them, man, but y'all just can't hear them. And I didn't even know that y'all couldn't hear them. They were playing perfectly when I tested out the sound before. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Jace Richardson did just miss the second free throw. Again, it is 87-81. 9:45 remaining in this fourth quarter. George on the left elbow. Takes it over towards the nail. Puts up a tough two. Got it to go. Paul George is on fire. Just out of habit, I do that. 89-81. Paul George has 6 points in this fourth quarter so far. It's like, give me the rock, man. Give me the rock. I'm taking over. 89-81. And we got another foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, I didn't hear anything. It sucks. It really annoys me. It really does. It is what it is. All right. 9:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Why is JJ here? Because RB couldn't be here. Clearly he's not here, so that's why I'm filling on in. Paul George over to VJ Edgecombe over on the near side for Philadelphia. Edgecombe on the perimeter, looking to pass it over to George, and George gets it down low on the baseline, and we have a whistle called. It's a foul on Orlando. PG's clutch. Ahmad says, I just joined. I'm filling in for Philly Tick with RB. I'm filling in for RB, but we're still, of course, streaming on Philly Tick with RB. That's my guy. He wanted me to come off the bench tonight, and he was like, yo, I need you to fill in for me. And I said, I got you. And, he does the same thing for me during the Philly season. I always tell him, if I need somebody to pinch hit for me, I need you. And he says, I got you. I got you, man. 90-81 as Quentin Grimes just made a technical free throw. There was a technical foul called against the Orlando Magic. George with another tray. That one goes in and out. Grimes offensive rebound. Let's go, Quentin Grimes. The ball got deflected. It went out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off of Grimes' left hand. Really? I need to see a replay of that. Grimes lost it, they said, and it just went off of his left hand. The foul was on, the technical foul was technically on Goga Batadze. It was a 3-second violation. Here comes Paolo Banchero trying to throw down an alley pass. It's denied by Grimes. Unfortunately, though, Orlando still has the rock. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They almost threw it away. And with 3.2 seconds left on the shot clock, we have another whistle called. Darn it. Yay. What a joke the Magic is. You get like 8 players running around as Mr. Scumbag. Grimes does have that strength. He does, but actually looked like that Orlando stepped out of bounds. They didn't call it. They said they pushed him out of bounds. 90-81. Orlando, regardless, is going to get the inbound pass again. It's Paolo Banchero taking down Kelly Oubre Jr. going up with a tough 2, though. And that is just off the mark. Offensive rebound by Batadze. Swapping the ball away is Andre Drummond. Paul George gets the rebound, but he turns it back over, and it goes out of bounds. It's like over these last couple of possessions, the 76ers play really strong defense, and then just out in transition, they just fumble the ball, and they just, trip over their own feet, and it's not stuff that you want. If you want to try to go out there and get a W, you can't be making these types of mistakes. Actually, it looked like he got pushed out of bounds there, and they didn't even call it. But regardless, another turnover by the 76ers. JJ's the boss. You guys are bosses, man. Give yourselves a W in the chat. Really. I apologize about the soundboard. Had I known it wasn't playing, I would have done something different. But it is what it is. 8:18 to go. In quarter number 4, Batadze will inbound it over to Anthony Black. Maybe we'll try to do something before the end of when there's a timeout. There was a tray that went up by Tyus Jones. Sixers ended up getting pushed. It was Andre Drummond who got pushed by a Magic player. That was on Goga Batadze. And we're going to have the 76ers will have the ball. Let's go. 90-81. The Blazin says we're not going to lose. We ain't losing, man. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. George on a bounce pass over to Drummond. And Drummond with a turnaround floater inside. Got it to go. The Magic take a timeout. And with that, we're going to try to test these sound effects. and see even if I open up OBS if this works. All right. JJ going to get us the win. Bro, you guys are going to get us the win. It's all about you. It really is. Like, the one nice thing about this, right, is that, like, I always tell people, again, like, with my style, with how I do things, I do it more like an old school, like, radio play-by-play style. Oh, sorry. Can y'all still hear me? Wait. I just messed things up, didn't I? I did. I messed things up. There we go. Okay. For some reason, so my volume went down. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Yep. I paid attention. I saw that it went down. Okay, we're not even going to mess around with OBS. It is just like that. You go from so exciting to so disappointed. You think I'm disappointed? I'm not disappointed. All right. I'm not disappointed. But anyhow, the one thing that I've learned, like, from here is that, it's not like I feel like that doing stuff on this platform is so cool because, especially for people that are, like, really into, like, the play-by-play side of things, it's actually kind of nice because, like, this is the future to me. I like the people that are, of course, like, on, like, the networks and stuff. And don't get me wrong about that, but I feel like that this is also really cool, though, too, because you get to interact with chat. And it takes storytelling to another level, So it's like sort of a throwback, but it's also like mixing it on in with you guys because I feel like that you guys are a part of the story. Technical problem is all. We are hearing your laptop mic. It's not my headset. Great. Good job, JJ. Great job. Roadcaster. Ugh. All right, one sec. All right, how about now? Is this better? Yeah. Is that better? All right, 92-81. As Paul George just made a nice little two. It was a step at Jay, but the Sixers up 94-81. Is that better? Is that better, chat? Or is it still the same? Let me know down below. 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter, and the Sixers almost came away with a steal. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Batadze throws it, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be 76ers ball. Let's go. Is that better? Yes or no? Maybe so. Maybe not. Not quite. Let me know. Noah Penda just threw the ball out of bounds, and the 76ers are going to get the ball back. Let's go, PG. 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. All right, good. George steps back, puts up a tray, and it just hit off the front iron, man. All right, yep, that's better. Good. I reset the roadcaster. Black again on the drive to the basket, and he tries to attack, and he gets fouled by Edgecombe. Or it ended up going out of bounds. No foul called. Sounds good. Hardcore says no, it's the same. Huh. Weird. Orlando is going to be in the bonus. LP says it's possibly better. I don't like possibly better. But we'll have to settle for now. The free throw is good to make it 94-82. Grimes, Edgecombe, Maxey, Embiid, and George are all in there. Last thing I'll try is this. It still says that my audio input is the Rodecaster and audio output too. I don't know. 94-83, 11-point lead for the Sixers with about 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And Embiid again down low on the block. Goes up with a baseline turnaround J, and that one is good by Joel Hans Embiid. 6:15 to go. LP says I was joking. Over the last 4 minutes, the Orlando Magic have not put up any field goals. They've just put up 4 points in this fourth quarter. Sixers only have 13, but their defense has really stepped up. Yes, sir. I hope that was good. That's usually how RB sounds. Something like that. 96-83. Wendell Carter Jr. just got called for his 5th personal foul. He's in foul trouble, that's for sure. One more than he's done. Maxey to Embiid. They have a little two-man game going. Maxey cuts over to the basket. The bounce pass over to Grimes on the far corner, and Embiid just got the handoff, and then he threw it away. It was supposed to go to Dominic Barlow, who's in the dunker spot right next to him. Why not just hand it off to him? I don't know why he threw it there. But regardless, there's a turnover. That would be crazy. Joel not going to play back-to-back. Maybe he will. Then again, probably not. 96-83. Tombstone says you hit that clean. That's nice. That's nice. I'll take that. I'll take that as a W. I will take that, man. 5:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. 96-85. Paolo Banchero just made a layup, and the Sixers are looking to respond on the other side. They've taken complete control of the fourth quarter for now. Grimes with a tray on the far wing. Close but no cigar. And the rebound again goes to Orlando. Banchero has been very active off the glass. He now has 9 rebounds and 7 assists in this game. And we have another deflection as the ball goes out of bounds. You're doing good, JJ. Your commentary is spectacular. We just missed the air horn. No, I hear you. I can't believe that none of these sounds are playing, man. I can't believe it. Usually, I mean, when I have my Rodecaster on, these sounds usually play, but because again we're on a different platform than even what I'm usually on, I guess that's why. 96-85. The 76ers are going to challenge this call. They actually said that Tyrese Maxey got called for a personal foul reaching on in, and the Sixers say, I don't think so. Here are your game scores for tonight. So Tyrese has 26. Embiid has 20. Edgecombe has 6. Grimes has 6. Barlow has 11. And Paul George. Tell you what, man. Paul George in the fourth quarter, I thought, actually really gave the 76ers the run that they needed. Now, Paul in this game is 0 for 6 from 3, but he's made some big plays in this fourth quarter. That's cool with me. 16 points, by the way. Play-by-play with JJ. Vlad! What's up, Vlad? How you doing, my friend? So good to see you. Guys, if you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is not RB. I'm not RB. I'm filling in for Philly Take with RB tonight. I'm filling in for RB on Philly Take with RB. He could not be here tonight. But he will be back. I believe he'll be back on Tuesday. The 76ers play on Sunday. And he, I don't think, is doing that game because of the Eagles. But I definitely know he'll be back Tuesday. So, but yeah, I do the Phillies. I do the Eagles here on YouTube. And I do Sixers games too whenever I can. I do an old school traditional radio play-by-play style, but obviously love interacting with chat and making it as engaging as I possibly can. So hopefully I'm doing the best job that I can. Because I ain't no RB. I'm not. RB is the GOAT. We have a coach's challenge here. Was it successful? It was. Let's go. Nick Nurse had a successful challenge. It feels like every time that Nick Nurse is successful with his challenges, I feel like actually like I don't know. I feel like jumping up and down because it's just a W. It is 96-85. The Sixers are gonna have a jump ball. It'll be Dominic Barlow and Wendell Carter Jr. going up against each other. We'll see how this works. Barlow 6'9", Carter Jr. 6'10". So the Sixers are going to have Tyrese Maxey get the ball as it was tipped over to him out of the hand of Dominic Barlow. VJ Edgecombe in there for the Sixers at the logo. Puts up a three. It's up and he airballs it. And it's going to be rebounded by Orlando again. VJ, 6 points, 3 for 8 from the field, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. He just got his 9th rebound as the three is up. And that was going to go in and out. There's the 9th rebound by VJ Edgecombe. And the Scass is a little bit ahead. Or the play-by-play, she is a little bit ahead. Sixers only shooting 11.5% from 3. I mean, gosh. And they're up by 11. 4.5 minutes left remaining in this fourth quarter. Embiid takes a baseline J, connects the dots. And the Sixers are up by 13. It's a baker's dozen of a lead for Philadelphia. And less than 4.5 minutes left to be played. Sixers also out-rebounded the Orlando Magic by 10. They're winning the battle 49-39. Here's Banchero driving, passes defender, tries to post him up as Barlow gets back out in front of him, misses the floater, and on the second tries, he grabs his own offensive rebound. He cries wolf to the referees, and the Sixers are going to get the ball as Dominic Barlow stands his ground. I'll tell you what, Dominic Barlow was excellent on that defensive possession. Embiid on the baseline again against Wendell Carter Jr. Thought about reverse layupping it, and instead passes it over to Maxey. Maxey's tray. He has ice in his veins. 101-85. And a timeout taken by Jamal Mosley with 3:42 remaining. And the Sixers trying to pull this one away. All right. 101-85. It looked like they were going to call a timeout there. And they did not. What? They stopped the possession for a second. No timeout taken. I stand corrected. Bosch call by me. That usually doesn't happen. Yeah, the stoppage in play was a delay of game. Yeah. 101-85. Grimes did just get called for a personal foul, and Bane is at the line for a pair of foul shots, and the first one is good. 472 people in the chat. 29 points for Tyrese Maxey, and he is 10 for 21 from the field, and has just done a much better job in the second half. I said it was going to be Embiid. I was wrong. I was wrong, Chad. Great job, JJ. Thanks. Yeah. Screwed up a couple times, but we keep moving on, right? 101-87 as both free throws are good by Desmond Bane. Maxey gets it into the Sixers front court here and hands it off over to Embiid. Embiid back to Maxey at the Sixers logo. Dribbles with the left hand. Finds Embiid down low again on the block. Gets it deflected and stolen away by Noah Penda. He took his lunch money. Desmond Bane on the drive to the basket. Scoops and scores. And the lead is down to 12. And now a timeout is taken. It is by Philadelphia, though. It's 101-89. Still technically a game. 3:14 remaining in the fourth quarter. You're pretty good too, bro. I appreciate you, man. I really do. I appreciate you very, very much. Ice in his veins. Yes, sir. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel, you're more than welcome to do so. If you guys do enjoy the way that I do things. The link, the mods will post it down below. But obviously, first and foremost, I want you to do this right now. We're going to stop sharing this screen. I need you guys to hit that thumbs up button, smash it, break your phones. I don't want you to break your phones. I'm just kidding about that part. Or whatever you're tuning on in from. I want you guys to just smash and hammer that like button for Philly Take with RB. You got it. Got to do that, man. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Back to my shared screen. Where's my shared screen? Where is it? Window. There it is. We got a post-game show after this. We're going to do a little post-game show. We're not taking phone calls. I don't have his hotline run up or anything like that, but we will talk about this game. 101 to 89. The Sixers took a timeout. Is Joel be talking to the opposing broadcasters? Is that what he's doing? Did the Magic just take a timeout too? It says that the Sixers took a timeout, and on ESPN it also says that the Magic just took a timeout. Weird. Very odd. We got JJ on our side tonight. I love you guys, man. I do. JJ, you do a great job. You always do. We love you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I really do. It's fun. All right, so what's this? So what's going on? Magic called a timeout too after the Sixers called a timeout. There's like 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. They had to because of I forgot that you have to have under 2 timeouts. So that's technically why they used a timeout with under 3 minutes left to go. George, again on the drive to the basket, lays it up and lays it on in. I'll tell you what, Paul George has been carrying the 76ers here in the fourth quarter, and he has looked absolutely awesome on the offensive side and even on defense as well. He's playing really well. Here we go. Orlando driving it and laying it up and in again is Desmond Bane. I'll tell you, the other thing, too, about Desmond Bane that I don't think he gets enough credit for is the way that he finishes is really strong. Maxey dribbles around the timeline, goes back over to the logo, tells VJ to move and go to the right side of the elbow, and we have a personal foul called on Noah Penda. Two minutes and 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Orlando is in the bonus. There was no foul on Orlando. Or on the Sixers. It was on Orlando. So the Sixers will inbound it. Orlando, fouling-wise, is at the foul limit. Embiid gets it down low on the block, kicks it out over to Maxey. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey goes up for a 2, gets it denied, and it's going to be blocked by Orlando. Bean on the other side, looking for some help. Throws it over to the far corner. And here comes Banchero down low, puts up a shot. Denied by Joel Embiid. He steps up on the defensive side and is able to get a huge block there. And the Sixers have the ball again. George to Embiid, rolling down the lane. And we have another stoppage in play. Banchero touched it last. It went out of bounds over towards the baseline. No foul called. Sixers will inbound it with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. 103 to 91. And, of course, we're going to get the song up and ready. Oh, actually, I do have the bell. I have the bell right here. I don't know if y'all heard it. Did y'all hear that bell? Didn't even realize that it was even on here. My bad. I can't even hear it. Did y'all hear that bell? The Magic are going to challenge this. And they will, I guess that they have nothing to lose here. That was a big block. Denied by number 21. Oh, I hear it. I couldn't even hear that. But you know what? I'll take me. I'll take you guys hearing something that I can't any day of the week because 511 of y'all are on here. Got good hearing. We hear the bells so fluffy. Was it loud? Watch me go back to the YouTube to the YouTube side of things. That just blasted my ear. Oh gosh, that's great. Did I just wake up the neighbors? LP says no bell. Wait, what? You guys didn't hear that? Nope, no bell. 103.91. Need VJ to get a basket. No bell? Really, the sounds are not working. Weird. I just played music and said that it was. Yeah, I just played the sound effects. Okay. .103.91. The call was overturned. The Magic retained their timeout, so you're not even going to hear the Sixers tonight. Damn. 103.91 with 94 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oops. 103-91. Y'all couldn't even hear that either. It was quiet, but I heard it. 103.91. All right, here we go. 90 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Okay, got it. I think I know what to do. Chad. I do. I think I know what to do. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter, and this is how long it took us to figure this out. All right, but here we go. Another three by Paul George. That's off the mark. 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. Hopefully the song plays. 103-91 with 55 seconds left to go. Sixers tried to come up with a steal. It was George that deflected it out of the hands of a Magic shooter. Magic get it back, though, and the three-point shot is off the mark. The Philadelphia 76ers up by 12 with 40 seconds left. Nice second half by the Philadelphia 76ers, that's for sure. They're just going to dribble this one out, and that's going to cause a shot clock violation. Let me go back to chat really quickly. Chat here. Okay, good. You heard the music. Great. Awesome stuff. 22.3 seconds left. Great. Awesome stuff. I heard the song blasting, though. All right, 22.3 seconds left. Let's go. All right. So the Magic inbound the ball. And that is going to wrap things up as the Philadelphia 76ers get another W on the season. And so they beat the Orlando Magic by a final score of 103-91. All right, let's go. Let's play the freaking song, man. Let's go. Let's go. Can't hear it. We gotta play it one more time, man. We're gonna do it one more time. Let's go! All right. I think I just finished. All right. Cool, man. All right. The Philadelphia 76ers win by a final score of 103-91 against the Orlando Magic. All right. We're going to stop sharing the screen really quickly. Of course. Okay. If you guys are going to sign off, thank you so much for tuning on in. Again, I'm JJ, but please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button for Philly Take with RB. That's my guy, RB. Does an absolutely awesome job on here covering the Philadelphia 76ers. All the breaking news, all the live action, everything Sixers wise, he is just absolutely on the money, and he does an awesome job. So hit the thumbs up button for your guy. If you guys want to also subscribe to my channel, you're more than welcome to do so. The link, the mods will post it down below in the chat. We do some Sixers games, but we also do a lot of Phillies games, and we do the Eagles as well. A lot of baseball content, and of course the Eagles, but we also do Sixers games when we can. This is what I'm going to say tonight. Let me take that back. Before I say anything, first of all, y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me, right? Yeah, we're unmuted. That was a great W. Yeah, it was. It was a good W. MVPs. MVPs for tonight's game. I mean, I guess you got to go Tyrese Maxey, right? But I'm going to go with Paul George as my MVP. And I would play the MVP. MVP. And the reason why that I'm going with Paul George is because in that fourth quarter, without Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid, Paul George led the 76ers on a nice run to start off that fourth quarter. And yes, I thought that helped the 76ers stay afloat, but I thought that he played really, really solid in the fourth quarter. I really did. I really did. But you also obviously can make the argument, and you can say that Tyrese Maxey should win the MVP, and I obviously understand that because also he had, 8 straight points in that third quarter? That was huge. That was clutch. He had some big-time threes. What I really liked about this game from the Philadelphia 76ers is that Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Joel Embiid, and Paul George were all shivering cold in the first half. And yet, even against this Orlando team, not only did they find a way to win this game, but I also just felt like that Tyrese Maxey and these guys didn't let the moment get too big. You know, past 76ers teams would have folded against a team like the Orlando Magic tonight. And that's the truth. Past Sixers teams would have not stepped up the way that they did in tonight's game. I'm not telling you that they're going to go out there and win a championship. But what I will tell you is that with the way that they've been playing lately over the last couple of weeks, the chemistry's cooking. This team is coming together. It seems like guys are getting on the same page. And tonight, I thought in the second half, it was another perfect example of where the 76ers, wet the bed in the first half, missed out on a lot of opportunities, but yet they found a way to get a W against this Orlando team. Oh, but JJ, they were missing Franz Wagner and Moritz Wagner. Also, Jalen Suggs wasn't playing. I say this on my channel all the time. I don't care who's out there. I need to see Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey get reps. End of story. I talk about this all the time. LeBron, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh. You look at when they started with the Miami Heat. They got off to a very cold start. They were so cold. And then they started to get things flowing. You can look at Garnett, Rondo, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen. Same thing. You gotta build chemistry. Why did the Brooklyn Nets fail when they had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden? They could not develop chemistry together. They just could not. And you need Paul George, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey to all play together in order for them to just formulate this product that they have. I thought that tonight this was a good road win for the 76ers. I thought that this was a game where they had a little bit of adversity and they were getting into their own heads. They were making some mental mistakes, especially in that first half. I mean, they did not shoot the ball well from three tonight. I'm going to put up the stats again right now so that way that you guys can see, right? And again, I want to hear your thoughts in the chat. I am going to be reading some chats. I will. I definitely will. But that's like my main point is that I'm not telling you that the 76ers have the best big three of all time. But what I will tell you is that it takes time. You just cannot put these three guys together and expect it to work for the playoffs. They need time to learn each other's games. Tyrese Maxey is in a different role than when he was in 2 years ago. He was the Robin to Joel Embiid. And now the roles are reversed. And you mix that in with Paul George. You mix that in with VJ. The other thing, too, is that Kelly Oubre and Trendon Watford were missing some time. Really, more so, Kelly Oubre was more impactful because that guy's athletic. That guy's going to get you 15 to 20 minutes a night, right? But chemistry matters. They're playing team basketball right now, guys. And that's what's nuts. In that second half, I didn't see a lot of ISOs. I saw guys playing cohesive basketball, and I saw a team that rallied together and that bought in on the defensive side of the ball. VJ Edgecombe had a beautiful block. And that led to a Tyrese Maxey layup. And then Maxey on the very next possession on defense got a nice little steal. And then he just took it to the lane himself. And now all of a sudden Tyrese Maxey is putting the ball into the hoop. And now he's starting to feel more confident in himself. And then he takes a step back three. And then he takes another step back three on offense. And now things are clicking. And that to me is what makes the 76ers lethal if they stay healthy. That's where I stand, though. Team stats for tonight's game. Let's take a look at that right now. Where is it? Team stats. But there it is. Had to be quick. All right. These teams shot the ball terrible from three. I got so annoyed just watching each team pull up with a tray. Every single time in that first half, each team went out in transition. The 76ers were getting so complacent. Joel Embiid is just taking these shots that are just like, what are you doing? He's standing over on the perimeter, and he's just taking these threes. Like, what is going on? Can't you just go down low on the block and just try to provide some good footwork? I thought that he took way too many threes. Both teams shot 14%, though, from three. But the difference of this game was that the 76ers played better defense, and they won out in the transition game. Chemistry is key to success in any aspect in this life. And that is a fact. Basketball, what's funny about basketball is that basketball, it doesn't matter what type of individual performance a star has. They can make an impact, but you still have to play team basketball. We've seen James Harden so many times throughout his career just ISO all the time. And when you don't have good teammates around you, or like when you're not passing the ball and guys aren't making shots and you're not making the right plays, none of that matters. Michael Jordan, of course, obviously needed Scotty. Scotty needed him. And they had what? Steve Kerr. They had Dennis Rodman. I mean, they had so many other guys that stepped up. You know, you can't just do it all yourself. And I feel like that the 76ers are sort of gelling. Not sort of, they are gelling. And that's pretty scary. We're going to read some comments. How would you grade this game by the Philadelphia 76ers? What letter grade do we put in? The VJ block was nasty. It was. That VJ block was disgusting in a good way. That guy's defense is unreal. But now that the team is at full strength, the question now, and Cool J, this is a good point, man, is can this team remain healthy? Because this team can be a lethal weapon. They can be. The sky is the limit with this team. And again, not telling you that that there's going to be a parade on Broad Street. I hope to God that there is. And obviously, I know that we all do. But if they can keep this together and they can just continue to grow, look out. Look out. 123 to 108, I think. Mine was 127 to 105. That was my final score prediction. Dom says I'm going to go with an A-. C-, says just notice. Just got done trolling Knicks fans over on their live stream. Hey, man. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. Anybody else want to give me a letter grade? Dom says I'm going to go high because the excitement I feel from winning. This was a nice win. This was a good win. The Sixers honestly I thought in this game, had a lot of mental toughness that they had to overcome. Also, VJ Edgecombe left this game in the first quarter. Do you guys remember that? He got slapped on the face. He got poked in the eye. He left this game. And yet, again, when we talk about VJ Edgecombe and his toughness, he also stood up for Joel Embiid. Are you kidding me? I mean, like, that was awesome. Embiid gets hit pretty hard, and Edgecombe says, "Don't go anywhere near my guy." That guy's he's a tough dog, man. He's a tough son of a you-know-what. Mr. Scumbag says, I'm going to change mine to B- because of the W. That's fair. Busy Bee says, I'm going to go A-. We finished really strong. We did. Our defense in that second half limited Orlando to 12 points in that fourth quarter. 12 points. 37 in the second half. And a lot of the shots that they took in the fourth quarter, I don't have the stats in front of me. I don't have the advanced stats, but I do remember that a lot of those shots were contested. Paul George played phenomenal defense. Kelly Oubre, I believe, had a block. Dominic Barlow, man. Talk about an unsung hero today. Dominic Barlow just, again, continues to get timely rebounds and just get into guys' faces. I will never forget, there was a specific play where Desmond Bane thought that he had an open lane, and he tried to lay it up and in, but here comes Dominic Barlow. As soon as Bane beat him, Barlow got right back in front of him, slid his feet perfectly, and then just contested Desmond Bane on that layup, and then he just snagged the rebound away from him. I love the physicality that Dominic Barlow brings, and I don't necessarily think that gets talked enough at all. I actually thought that, like when I look at Gershon Yabusele from last year, I feel like that was sort of like what the role was supposed to be for the power forward. I thought that he would be a good power forward with Joel and Tyrese Maxey, but man, I was wrong. Dominic Barlow fits in perfectly. He just does. He really does. So, but yeah. Would like to see the assist numbers go up. 20 assists for the 76ers today. But again, in the fourth quarter, when it really mattered the most, you saw some really nice passing by this Philadelphia team. You did. We just shipped with Gershon. But yeah, Paul George in that fourth quarter was awesome. And the other thing I wanted to note too was I thought that in that fourth quarter, when Joel Embiid came back in, I thought that he started to get his shots going too. I don't need Joel Embiid to go out there and get you 35 to 40 points a game. All I need from Joel is to just provide some sort of offensive, I don't want to say firepower. I want him to utilize his offensive skill set is just so good. He doesn't need to jump up and down like he used to. And unfortunately he can't. We obviously would love that. But he can really make an impact with the way that his offense with the way that his offensive game is. And I feel like that the 76ers are actually doing a good job at blending that into Tyrese Maxey's offense. I did say that going into the second half that Embiid was going to have to draw more fouls, and I thought that was what was going to happen, but Tyrese Maxey took over. Maxey clocked in the third quarter, got out of his slump, starts off the third quarter with a fadeaway J. We're going back and forth. And he actually hit another three. And then Barlow had that nice little dunk off the pass by VJ Edgecombe, who also had a really good game today, too. But yeah. I'll read this comment. I feel like we played better when Maxey doesn't care about the 30-point average. We see them play better team basketball when Maxey scored 20-plus and Embiid joins him. And see, that I agree with too. Unfortunately, though, like somebody has to step up in the fourth quarter. And on a night like tonight, in the first half, nothing was going in. I could have been shooting the ball out there, and I probably would have bricked 10 shots. Probably would have bricked them all anyways. But, some nights, everything's going on in the first half, and the Sixers are shooting like 90% or 85% from three, and it's just everything's going on in with just the flow of the game. But tonight, again, the 76ers had some mental adversity that I thought that they did a good job overcoming, and I just thought that from an overall perspective, they played a good, solid second half of basketball. And hey, they won the third quarter, and they didn't blow it in the fourth. So that's a W too, right? I think that's a W. We'll take it when we don't blow a third quarter. How many times has that happened this year? They're fun. They're explosive. Still got a long ways to go, though. But I'm enjoying the ride. But going back to your point, E-Boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. Last question. or sorry, last thing that I wanted to say. Sorry about all the stumbling tonight. The last thing I will say is this. I got to tip my cap to Nick Nurse in the second half because he did not go back to that Quentin Grimes, Jared McCain, and VJ Edgecombe lineup. And I thought that he went big. And he played with a lot of length. I liked the lineup to start off the fourth quarter with Oubre and PG out there. They played really well together. And the ball movement was actually really crisp when they went to that offense. They also had Walker play some minutes at the 5, which I thought he actually played some big-time minutes there too. He was a +9 off the bench. He had 2 assists. He also had 1 offensive rebound. And he went to the line for 2 free throws. That guy plays with a lot of tenacity. He kind of reminds me a little bit in some ways, and this is going to sound weird. For some reason, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Rashawn Holmes. You guys remember Rashawn Holmes? How, like, he was undersized as a center, but, like, he just gave it all effort. He was just making tips, and he was, I don't know, like, just trying to grab rebounds, box guys out. A guy that was undersized. Rashawn Holmes is somebody that just comes to my mind. I love people. Got to go back to the process. Oh, damn. Rashawn Holmes, though, man. Shout out to Rashawn Holmes. It's funny. But yeah, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Rashawn. Hey, Andre Drummond, you know what's funny? This is something that we didn't talk about. Here's something that we didn't talk about. Did anybody notice that Adem Bona did not even play tonight? Adem Bona did not even play 1 minute in tonight's game. And Andre Drummond played 17 of those. He had 6 rebounds and 7 points. That, to me, was also good on Nick Nurse. Thought that in a game like tonight, you needed rebounds. And Drummond definitely did that for you. He is a legend. I like Rashawn Holmes. But yeah. So, credit to Nick Nurse. The lineups in the second half were actually really good. And I got scared that the 3-guard lineup with Jared McCain, Edgecombe, and Grimes was going to be out there because that lineup was getting shelled. It was. Just continues to have it. No, Bona did not play tonight. So Nick Nurse decides to sit Andre Drummond as a DMP for like 4 games in a row. And what's that now? The second game in a row where Bona hasn't played? Last time he played was Wednesday. No, I forgot he did play Wednesday. He played 10 minutes. So he didn't play tonight, though. Just keep your eye on that. Just keep your eye. Nope, he didn't play any minutes tonight. But I thought that was interesting. Guys, I had a blast. I did. I had a lot of fun. Before I sign off, okay, obviously, chat, you guys are absolutely goats. You really are. I love Sixers Nation. And man, RB Nation is absolutely fire. Always will be. Always is. To the top, man. I want to give RB a big shout out and of course a big thank you as well. Please, guys, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. I might sound like a broken record. I'm a human, I'm not a broken record, but I guess that as a human you can, as I hyper-analyze things. But the bottom line is make sure, please hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button for your boy Philly Take with RB. Because again, I tip my cap to him. I do. He's awesome. But yeah. And again, if you want to subscribe to my channel too, I cover the Phillies, cover the Eagles, and I do whatever Sixers games I can. Baseball is really like my big season. I do a lot of Phillies. I do other baseball content as well. That's really like what you're going to get on my channel. But I love you guys. Drop those W's in the chat because you guys are awesome. Yeah, Bona had no minutes, man. Yeah, it is what it is. We won. We got the W. Wasn't the prettiest. Got a little bit ugly. But isn't that Sixers basketball? Isn't that Philly sports? Also, go Birds! I'll leave you with that. All right. I'm signing off right now. Love you guys. Good night. I will catch you all soon. Peace out.